started watching Brandon Brothers.
Brandon's Brothers. Got it.
Brandon's Brothers. No, Band of Brothers.
Huh.
And that was done in like 2001.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. That's pretty dang old. It looks really good.
Yeah.
Like still, like all the effects in it are really.
Well, I mean, it had an incredibly high budget.
Yeah.
For the time, so I guess it's not that surprising, but it is still cool how well it held up, right?
Yeah.
I haven't watched it.
I mean, if you like movies like Saving Private Ryan and like kind of like more historical-esque war movies, what is that?
It's your bed.
No, it's my shirt that it's picking up that's behind me. Like the big orange thing that's popping up. I'm like, heck, that's weird. And I threw it on my bed and you can still see it.
Movies.
You can still see it.
Throw it out of frame, you goof.
That's the issue. Is everywhere is in frame.
No,
this is the corner.
Yeah, that's
I'll wear it on my head. Like
there you go. Do that.
But a historical like movie. Yeah, I don't like movies.
Yeah. Well, you'll hate this because it's basically like 10 movies because
yeah,
they're like
an hour
and 10 minutes.
It's a mini series, which is exactly. It's just a bunch of movies slammed together, essentially.
Yeah. But I made the mistake. There's a lot of people in it that I kind of forgot were in it. Like, oh god, why am I blanking on his name? Lieutenant Malloy's character from the Orville.
Mm-hmm.
Which I'll look up his actual name. Scott Grimes.
Scott Grimes, yep.
Lieutenant Gordon Malloy is one of the Easy Company guys, and I was like, oh crap, that didn't click in my head when I saw the Orville, that same guy. Because it'd been a while since I'd seen Band of Brothers.
Right.
I can never remember people's names.
Molly, why do you look so concerned?
Oh, I thought, I went to try and listen to stream to make sure that we were voice live, and I didn't hear, Beyond Panda's voice for a second.
Oh, I was just talking.
Well, no, I know, but I didn't hear, what, you had said previously versus what you were saying just then. So I was like, oh, we might not be voice live.
David Schwimmer is in it.
Yeah,
Friends fame.
He's just so absolutely useless in that show.
You know how everybody gives I can't remember his name, the guy who plays Joffrey in Game of Thrones, oh, I hate him so much, but that's just the actor doing a good job portraying a person you can hate. David Schwimmer does a great job of just playing and well, it's been that time. So asshole, he's just playing an asshole. And it's like, oh god, I hate him so much.
Useless asshole too.
Yeah, God. There are very few people it annoy me as much as his character in this, because he's doing that military thing where he's super hard on the troops, getting them ready for battle. But he's also nitpicky of when'd you sew on these chevrons? Recently, sir. And he's like, I can tell, and he pulls a thread off of it. And he's like, your weekend pass is revoked. And bro, these. That's and at one point he's like
this man ain't seen Full Metal Jacket. People got shot for less.
Oh,
in fairness to him, Full Metal Jacket is 30 years later.
Yeah,
the events of Full Metal Jacket occur 30 years later. Almost.
I maintain people have been shot for less.
You'll like this, but one of them is like, man, can you imagine dropping with Captain Soul? It's like, yeah, I don't know, man. I'm pretty bad at throwing grenades. I might accidentally whiff one near him or something like that. Accidents happen, and second in charge of the company kind of is walking by as he hears that, he kind of stops and goes, God, these people are gonna kill him if he ends up going with us. It's one of those things oh, we're in the field. No one will ever find out. It was a German that shot him, I swear to God.
In the back with American ammunition, not a mouse around at all.
It bayoneted them
they got
to
it.
death.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But
sad how he bayoneted himself,
at one point he's find 10 infractions, or find 10 infractions and send the privates to whatever duty and properly discipline them. He's like, sure, sir, what infractions? And he's like, find them. And he's like, oh. So he's like basically like, just come up with something.
Mhm.
Come up for a reason with a punishment. And the guy's just like, nope. So he picks 10 people to do latrine duty. And he's like, how'd you find the 10? He's like, the 10's whose turn it was. So he's been playing with him. He's literally been making them take turns doing all these punishments to not single out people. I was like, oh, that's so smart.
Yeah.
Just like, look, guys, I know it's bullshit, but we got to be a team here.
Speaking of
Yes,
teams,
team building.
Oh, yes.
shall we get a little bit started?
Yeah.
Potentially.
Probably.
I'm good.
Hold on, let me check a thing. Sorry,
Okay.
Oh, I forgot the reason I started off on that.
this one.
What was the reason for your tirade?
Every time I see like a World War II thing, they always have motorcycles with sidecars, and I always go, God, that's so cool. But they do, like, there's a company called Earl, please sponsor us, give me a motorcycle.
Yes, they would totally give us a
Please.
motorcycle. Yep.
Yeah, unnatural one motorcycle.
No, just give us the sidecar. He doesn't.
just
need
give us the
motorcycle.
sidecar.
Just
Yeah,
give
the
him the
sidecar.
sidecar.
We're gonna go ahead and go face live. By the way,
Yeah.
Just give him the sidecar. That's all he needs.
there it is.
But,
Wheels off, please.
Like, they make new, like, 2023 models. And I was like, oh, neat. So, like, this is, like, from factory with sidecar. Hello, people. It's like, oh, that's kind of neat, you know. I wouldn't think sidecars would be hugely popular, but for one company to just be like, no, that's what we specialize in. It's motorcycle with sidecar production.
I mean, if you think about it, where else are you going to get it? So it might as well be them, right?
Yeah,
Like,
unless you're making it custom yourself in like a machine
Right.
shop or something.
but yeah, that's one of those things where there may not be a huge market for it, but as long as you're the one like providing that product, then you've cornered the market on it, since nobody else does it.
Which that's always been like what I would say complaint of a motorcycle of like it's literally just going to and from places. You can't like go grocery shopping. Motorcycle. Well, now you can. You can just put all the groceries in the sidecar. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you could with a backpack, but you need a big backpack.
Yeah. It's basically a smaller smart car. No. And one less wheel.
One less wheel and a lot less roof.
I'm just glad everybody's in the right spot because I realized I didn't even
Oh my gosh.
check before this. I just
No.
made sure everybody's dome fit in the frame.
Hey.
That's funny.
But
Hey.
yeah, y'all in the right spots.
I'm gonna do an impression of me driving a smart car, which is what it was like. I was like this.
I just realized it was very hot, so I was
Anyway.
angling my fan my direction.
I moved my thing.
I gotta fix Dave a little bit actually.
Yeah.
Headphones.
Well, I also just totally messed up my thing. So
I
yeah.
moved my computer a couple times, so I was like, is this where it normally sits? I don't know.
Well, I mean, you're hella off-center, so probably.
No. Waiting for my stream to catch up so I can.
Did you figure out what was the not? You didn't say uh-oh, but you said oh, and then.
I said, uh-oh.
Well, I don't think you said uh-oh, but like there was a reason we continued talking and not trying to go into unnatural one mode.
I mean, this is unnatural one mode. Let's be
Nope,
honest with
probably.
ourselves.
Did that happen? I don't know.
Something happened.
I don't remember. I have no
Anyways,
idea. But yes, we can go ahead and do le recap.
all right. Recap time away.
Yeah.
So let's see. Lamia finally gave Hattie the poncho that she made, and then she got a gift in return. And since she had been sleeping outside, she got something to help with that because Hattie's thoughtful. I talked to Rahala and invited her to come along with us on our new job. She agreed. We kind of have a chit chat about Lamia's sleeping outside and not sleeping well. So I then go talk to Lamia about it. and she gives me the very much, oh, I'm totally fine lie thing to my face, basically. I mean, she probably thinks she's not okay, but she's just very not letting that on, I guess. I don't know. I go and buy a carriage and kind of make sure we're all set up to go on our pretty long trip here. Then I kind of break the news to Hattie that she is not coming with us on this trip because she has to go with her mom to Roroa. And if she comes with us, she will either have to leave like the second we get there and then travel back by herself, or miss that trip. And it's more important for her to go on that trip. Let's see. Samuel made a scarecrow to train the hawk to bombard people. And I put bombard in inverted commas because I just was thinking about dive pooping instead of dive bombing. So yeah, it's like a bucket head scarecrow and just kind of has it in the field. And he's kind of training and practicing with his hawk, which you still haven't named yet, right?
No, I put up some
Alright.
names in the Discord, so I'll let it go another week.
I was gonna
Yeah,
say
those
I
are
have a
too
name
fancy.
to add in there in a minute, but I won't remember. I'll do it when I'm done doing the recap because I won't remember. Anyways, let's see. Lamia does go to a doctor about her whole sleep thing, and the doctor's like, "You can't be sleeping outside. You'll get sick." And so then she goes to talk to Iafor about getting some like sleep potions for herself when she's probably gonna have to sleep inside at some point, and gets a couple. I think you got like 4 or something like that. I forget. You got a good deal on him though from Iafor. He kind of helped you out a bit with that. We still have not met the mysterious apprentice turned alchemist now and his big wolf. We every time we talk to Iafor, he's like, "Oh yeah, he just left," or "Oh, he's somewhere else." So we still haven't got to meet this man and his apparently big wolf dog thing. Let's see. Samuel sheared ginger and got a bunch of wool. We did a ton of wool math that was completely unnecessary and was edited out of the replay for everyone's convenience and sanity. And so I just saw what you posted in names of words. Anyways, let's see. Then let's see. A guy came to talk to us. His name was Hanbarar Kulin, but we're just going to call him Han. And he came to offer assistance for going to Bayan and kind of telling us about the competition and all this stuff. And so we're like, all right, come along. He chats with us about the competition on the trip, tells us a whole bunch of things, kind of asks some questions. We get a little personal, but then I kind of get dodgy at the end, and he can kind of pick that up. Yeah, I spelled that right. Oh, I spelled that right because you spelled it last week.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
I was like, I
had to
spelled
put it
that
in
right in my
Discord.
notes, but yeah, you put it up in there. Anyways,
We made
let's see.
some
And then,
hamburger jokes because of my poor spelling.
yeah, we saw a cool Starfall event where a star came down and it made there's probably some like cool like star salts or metal wherever it was, but we're not going to go over there because there's probably a ton of people who are going to get there a lot faster and be much more ruthless about it than us, and we're busy going to Chond at the time. So we get there, and it's a lot bigger city than Saikon, and we kind of drop Han off part way towards the manor that we're going to so he can go where he's staying. And he's offered us if we need to either stay with him and we're gonna meet up and go to like dinner, and he's gonna give us a small tour tomorrow. I think is when we said that, like tomorrow in game. But anyways, we get to the manor. It's very impressive. It's large. It's an estate, right? It is a lot of land, a big house. It's almost its own mini little town in a sense. It's very much a like feudal estate in a lot of ways. We're gonna go meet with Clint, but first they're gonna feed us, and we get in this really big, like fancy banquet hall. Which is basically their dining room. On the way there's lots of family portraits. Sam found a snail. We heard a cool grandfather clock pendulum and a bunch of other ticking and chiming coming from a room that I'm sure want to go in later. There's lots of hustle and bustle. This place is busy. There's tons of people, and I think we ended it right as we got into the banquet hall, if I remember right.
Someone messing with someone's liar.
Yeah,
Bing, bang,
people were doing things. There's a lot of stuff happening. That is not
Yeah.
how you spell session. There we go.
Anyone want to add anything?
You said you got a little personal with Hambarar, but that's and
With Han.
Han, yeah. But that's but you were
KG?
the word is cagey, yes, about Jint, where he also comes from.
Yeah, but he kind of knew I was being not telling the whole story, I guess, and he didn't press, so that was nice of him.
Yeah. And yeah, I can't think of anything else. Can you, Panda?
No.
So I guess we're good to start then, right?
Oh, there is one thing I left off, actually. You started making a poncho for Rahala.
And I finished.
And you did finish, okay. I didn't see that wasn't in my notes, but I remembered that.
Did I drop off that wool? Excuse me. Did I drop off that wool, or is it just sitting unprocessed? I forgot if I had somebody try and process it or not.
I don't think you did. I think you
Okay,
got it.
so it's just okay. That's fine. That was one of the, I think, things I want to do. I just don't think I said it. I just thought it real hard, but yeah.
Okay.
As one does.
You might have, and I just
think
don't
it real
remember.
hard.
That's fine.
But
Well, I could probably wait until I get more to have it done. So that's fine.
it's true. Good. It's a pretty decent amount of fucking wool though already. Oh yeah, but that also means Ginger's coat is all smooth.
0.
What does that augment for her?
I don't think it's lightweight. It's none of my character things pulled up.
It's on
Ginger.
Ginger's sheet.
Info and they are sheared. When sheared, a Shorse gains a +4 bonus against heat-related movements, but a -2 against cold-related ones.
Ah, okay.
Inverse is true when they have a full coat.
Gotcha. Yeah, that's what it is.
And Shorses tire twice as quickly in a humid or rainy conditions with a full coat. So you never wanted to get it with a full coat, basically.
Yeah,
Not
not
here.
here.
Not in
here.
Sitsegia.
Yeah. I need to get one of those like horse, the traditional the luncheon night horse.
Oh, whatever those are called.
Covering things.
Yeah, those big old horse blankets. The horse tarp.
Yeah, like the things they have in
What do you call it?
Kingdom Come Deliverance.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
they have a
knows
name.
what I'm talking about.
I do too. I also played that game.
I know, but me and him have a really funny story that I don't want to
He's not
retell.
here.
I know the traitor.
How dare he?
I'm calling you out, YouTube. Time.
What?
Anyway,
YouTube.
yeah, that's
I'm gonna link this later.
so. That's
okay.
so. That's the end of the recap then.
Yes. Oh, sorry.
So yes, we cut off right as you all were entering the dining hall of the Markham Manor, which obviously it's big. It's a very big manor, which I believe I described last session, but I think kind of an old country manor with like a. I think one of the other things you'd have probably noticed is most places, even like the really big places in Sitsegia, don't have huge windows. This place does. They've also got some nice heavy duty shutters, but you can see that there's like these big, like very like these windows made to like be able to give you a nice view of the outside. So you can tell whoever that's something that they appreciate, is being able to like stand in like a window and be able to look all kind of outside. But that was just I was trying to think. Was there anything else that stood out that I don't think I mentioned? Yeah, big ass windows. But yeah, so you guys enter. After you kind of hear all the sort of noise as you're walked into the dining hall, and you can see there's one very large table. It does look fit for a banquet. It's sized appropriate for this house and for this room. You can see there is a smaller, like little circular table kind of off to the side, probably for children. if there is a large gathering.
Not
There's
where
no
I'm
kids
sitting.
at it. There's no kids at it right now. Instead, you run into a few different people in this room. There's five people in there. One is sitting kind of away from like the rest of the people, like a few chairs away at like the big table. Demi man about maybe right about 6 foot tall, early 30s. You see he has this like very dark, like kind of chocolate brown hair, about like mid-length, kind of hanging down around his face. You can see some like 5 o'clock shadow and like sort of stubble on the face. He's got these very bright, piercing blue eyes, and he's sort of leaned back in a chair, holding like a cup of something that he's kind of swirling around. And he's got this like a small smile on his face. He's just like, "No, just play it again. It's fine. Like, we were all listening the first time. We'll listen again." And kind of at the other end of the table, you see a woman who she shares enough features with this man that you can kind of tell they're siblings, but just like kind of the facial structure and everything. Also has the same like very bright blue eyes, but she has her head is shaved completely bald. She's wearing very loose fitting, like very drab kind of brown basic robes that very much like hide her form and everything. And she's just kind of chuckling to herself. And they're both facing a much younger man, maybe in his early 20s, with a lute, who is sitting on the children's table. And he has this look on his face like he's considering maybe throwing this lute. But he has kind of this like dusty, like reddish hair. It's very, you can tell it's been like combed and kind of pulled to the side a little bit. He doesn't look related to them. He's kind of thin, kind of very dark brown eyes. He's wearing really nice, like kind of like this like scarlet and like navy sort of clothing. Doesn't really fit the rest of it. He looks a little out of place. Sorry, excuse me again. You can tell there's like, you can barely see like the faint sort of scaling on the sides of his face, that he's probably Ulukana. And the other two people are kind of standing kind of like close to the wall, one of which is in what looks like some studded leather armor. You can see they have like their weapon, a longsword sheathed and kind of propped up against, like propped into the corner. Kind of a very like swarthy, like kind of darkish skinned demi-man with like buzzed hair. You can see like a long scar over one eye. He looks maybe mid to late 20s, but weathered, right? And he's kind of just, he's standing there, like you can tell he's having some trouble staying awake. And next to him, in like kind of in very similar studded leather armor, they seem to be like restringing a bow, is a kind of slightly shorter man about the same age. They look related, and he's kind of, you can tell he's like kind of muttering to himself and stuff, but he's trying to watch what's happening as seems to be maintaining this bow. And that's the scene you kind of walk into. The man with the lyre is just sitting there, just paused, like not moving. You can almost like imagine an animal that has been kind of surprised, like it didn't expect you to be there, you didn't expect it to be there, and there's just this moment of like, and he notices you all to walk in, and he just gets this big grin on his face, and he goes, "Oh, company! Hello! You must be the other travelers. You came to try out for the job, the thing?" The stubbled man kind of turns in his seat to look at you all. seeming to wait for an answer to that man's question.
Sorry, I had to take a drink before I can answer. Yeah, that's us. We're here for the job.
Oh, well, I mean, I guess I shouldn't be doing introductions. I don't live here. He turns to the stubbled man who says, I mean, you're probably not surprised. This is... what the fuck is that accent? You're probably not surprised. This is the Markham Manor. You're welcome to have a seat. I'm guessing they probably offered you dinner.
Yeah.
Well, there's plenty
We
of
were told
spots.
we would get to eat, so yeah.
Well, sit on down then. I'm the oldest son. Dad's still upstairs at the moment. Miles. This is my youngest sister. And she's still kind of giggling and looking at... You can tell that the guy with the lyre is... He seems to be tuning it, but he's trying not to, like, break this, like, I'm paying attention to you guys thing, but he's obviously very focused on his instrument, and she's, like, kind of chuckling at him. And when she's introduced, she goes, "Oh, Casimira, sorry. Yes, you're all welcome here. Let me get your coats, or no, you've got those taken. I'll go hurry the kitchen along. You all are probably cold and wet," and she starts kind of walking behind you all. Kind of slips around to head into the kitchen.
Can we get those names in chat, please?
Yeah, they're in the job thing as well.
Yeah, they're in the
Oh,
job
are they?
thing.
They are.
Oh, those are the same people.
These are the Markham kids.
Okay. I wasn't for sure these were the same people.
I was glaring at that sheet, then going like, okay, yeah, it's this person, this is this person.
Oh yeah, the really hard to spell one here. Here you go. Miles. But Casimira goes behind you all and heads toward the heads toward the kitchen. Miles, still swirling the cup, says, "So y'all travel far?"
We came from Saikan, so not too far, but not close.
I wouldn't call it close at all. Y'all have seats, I'm assuming, at this point.
Yep, or at least I do.
He goes, "Yeah, well,
Give birth to a seat.
you any of you all drink, or trying to stay sober for the work ahead, still on duty?"
I would prefer to be sober, thanks.
I've had a liquor, so
Tractor.
I've had a drink.
Just wait.
Yeah. No, I had this alcohol that was so good that it's ruined other ones. So
Is that so?
trying to recreate it, not having too much luck yet.
I mean, I brew a little myself. I wouldn't mind taking a crack at it. You got a sample?
Insight check.
Sense
Right?
motive?
Like, is he truly a brewer?
He just wants to drink some of my.
He just wants my precious.
Yeah.
And I see if I will roll, even though I'm bad at it.
You don't have ranking. You're the best at it. I'm the only one that has training, and I'm still awful.
To I guess see if he just wants to drink some of it so he can taste it, or if he's actually gonna try and help.
Okay.
Is it okay? Sense motive.
Yep, still sense motive. 10. Okay. He's not really particularly trying to hide his intent. So yeah, you get the sense he's being sincere. He's genuinely interested. Doesn't seem like he's lying to you or anything like that. You do notice Actually, no. Sorry, that's it.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like he's lying or anything like that. It's just.
I guess the real question is, how much of the storm do I have left?
I
I know we had very little.
Yeah, I believe the last time that was brought up, you had like 2 more samples, essentially, like 2 more like actual good tastes of it. So not much at all.
Am I willing to do this?
I mean,
Yeah,
as far as
Are you
can tell,
showing this apprehension in character? I'll ask.
Yeah. I'm kind of
must be really something. Well,
I have very little of it left. You know what? To break bread, do you have a small?
Shot glass. Shot.
I'm thinking of the
shot,
what's
shot.
the classic term for things that they do with like a
tumbler?
rosé.
Oh.
It's a little tiny. It looks like a miniature wine glass. I forget what those are called.
I don't know. I was like, it's in here. It's not.
Yeah. They look like a tiny wine glass. That's what I asked. See if they have. This is a fancy looking place. I'll probably have one.
A copa.
No, okay. I've only seen it in movies.
I just Googled it, so.
It does sound like something worth breaking out.
Or
crystal, I
Riesling
guess.
glass is the other one.
Yeah, it's not
That's
important.
actually probably the one you're thinking of.
So
no,
he
it's
gets
not.
heads to a cabinet and pulls one out.
I will
Sets
pull
that in
out
front of
the
you.
bottle. This is what it was made in, not the original. Yeah. As I uncork it, because I get to.
You put a little bit in there, so you're down
Yep.
one. You're down.
Yep.
You're down to your last.
Down to
bit.
one.
You're down to your last bit. Okay.
Put it back. This is a combination of many other drinks.
He seems amused. He hasn't like done anything with it yet. Just like as you're talking, and he picks it up, kind of brings it over, smells it, and he looks surprised. Does like a full, like kind of like a waft. Takes a very small taste. He kind of smacks his lips a little bit and sets it down. And he sits back and starts to kind of think. I'm gonna roll a check for him. What is his? Okay.
My new best friend. If he figures
Right,
it out.
if he helps successfully, it's your new best.
So I think we've narrowed down. Like I haven't written any of these things down. I need to. Ooh. Well, he had a good drink at least.
He goes,
I mean, he had a better
that.
chance than you did.
Now he like pushes his hair out of his face. Now that is certainly unique. I can't put any one of my 10 fingers on that one. Hold on a moment. He takes a little bit more in. Nope. Now you said this was you just threw some stuff together.
This was not my concoction. I obtained this from some well, let's call it bandits in their in a store of alcohol they had. Noticed this bottle, so tried it out and was this is all in Sam accent. I just realized I wasn't doing it.
You kind of fell.
I was yeah, I did.
You didn't do your exercise.
Tractor. I was
Cracks me up every time.
I was be smitten by it, and now is one of my goals to recreate this fine liquid itself.
I'm guessing you've had a hell of a time. That is a complex melange of flavors. My word. He finishes it. Sets the little whatever the fuck it's called. I don't care. Sets it down.
The shot glass. What is called?
Yeah. He kind of leans back in his chair. And he's like looking at it. You can kind of see the gears turning. Says, you and I, friend, may have a bit of work to do once your business is concluded. And as he's saying that, Casimira comes back in. She says, okay, it'll be out shortly. And she slows down a little bit, and seeing the little glass out there. Miles? He says, just two boys talking a little bit of shop. I had a taste of what he was offering, that's all. This is as much as it was. You can you can feel this sort of tension radiating.
Uh-oh.
Yeah.
She goes and has a seat again where she was. Clears her throat and says, well, welcome to the manor. It's good to have you all. Hopefully your journey was a nice one. Probably not very sunny, but you can find beauty in any land, just about. I heard you were from Saigon.
Yes, that's correct. That's where we started. I mean, I don't think any of us are from there, but that's where we came from.
Okay, then you must be the retrieval business, Aldwin.
That's correct.
Now, which one of you is Aldwin?
I kind of look at the ground really quick and then look back up. None of us. It's just the name of the business.
Shifty glance.
Lamia is just like kind of glaring.
Shifty glances at the ground.
Interesting reaction. Was it the name of like a dear friend? Does it mean something in another language? I speak a few languages now.
It's the name of my oldest friend. So yeah.
Oh, well, that's sweet. Okay, well, I guess best of luck. Like I said, the food will be out shortly. There's a few other people here to test this whole thing out. Some of them have better chances than others. Loot Man says, such as, of course, my good friends here and I. Best of luck, of course, right? All in fair competition, but we would still like to have a sponsor as well. She says, you gotta introduce yourselves? Oh, sure, yes, of course. I suppose introductions are in order. Looking at his friends, one of which has now fallen asleep. The other just kind of glances up at him and it's just, do we have to? Oh, don't be like that. Sour grapes now. I am Clover. And this is Willow. And that is Lilium.
Lilium?
Lilium.
Like, never mind, I'm gonna just look at it.
The masculine form of Lily.
Oh my gosh, I actually had it very close.
I mean, that's...
Well, I was just more like,
William,
it's like William, but yes,
yeah.
that's what my brain is at. Yeah, exactly.
No, not William. It's like Lily, but for a male.
Mm-hmm. All plant-based. That's kind of cool.
Lilium does not appear amused by this conversation, but
it's quite a nice name. I just had never heard it before. But then again, most people haven't heard my name before, so that's fine.
Which was?
Oh, I'm Eli, by the way. Pleased to meet you.
Eli, that is.
It's Tertian.
Any relation to Eli the Salty Dog? Of
Never met him.
Eli and the Salty Dog fame.
No.
I
can't say that I've met him.
I'll have to sing that for you. It's a great drinking song. And the others?
Oh, go ahead.
I'm Lamia.
That sounds more like an Ulu name. And you don't have much of an accent, so I presume you're a local, or at least native.
Yep.
Huh. A lot of scars.
Yeah. I'm a hard worker.
You must be proud of them. Sorry, yeah, yourself.
Oh, yeah. I'm Samuel Goodbean. I don't have an accent either.
You certainly don't.
I just look at him sideways when he says that, by the way.
I know I do. But no, if it doesn't work out with these guys, maybe the Good Bean can join this plant-based name group y'all got going on, like Clover, Willow, Lily.
I said every Okie everywhere is what Ellie says. Sorry.
Yes,
I do not have an accent.
I also do not have accent. I am a normal human man.
I have
the design
accent.
is very human.
I am human, the man.
Yes,
Anyways.
I am human.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Of the human family. I am interested
Willow
in human technology. Anyway.
I am not a duck in disguise. Please tell me how these decoys work.
Oh my gosh.
We're losing Giselle.
It's been so long.
A duck in disguise would be.
She's laughing at an inside joke that I will not explain.
No. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry.
Willow and Lilium, I know Clover has a lute. Is there any defining characteristics about Willow and William?
Willow has a big scar over his left eye. And he's the one who is asleep, standing up. And it looks like Lilium is his brother, who's a little bit shorter, a little bit skinnier. You like kind of when you're actually looking at them, it's a little more obvious when you're kind of studying their features that they're both half Recog, but they look very demi. But like once you're kind of actually looking at them, you're like, oh, okay, I can kind of see the little bit of the tusks coming through, and sort of like the different features are there. But it's not really obvious. Because, well met. Which contest are you hoping to get to enter? Us three are... Well, I asked you first. It's only fair that you answer first.
Well, I am interested in the mountain survival, right? That's one I chose. Yeah. I forgot. I was forgetting name of it, but yeah, I'm interested in the mountain because I do enjoy, survival things and the such.
We'll probably also enter in the spear and the star.
The star? Don't you have to have magical aptitude for that?
I snap my fingers and do like a cool shadow scene across using prestidigitation. Like basically just make like a little walking person with a shadow image and then just flip it and then it's gone. It goes up in what looks like smoke but then melts into the darkness.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm very curious how that's going to go. Ourselves, we, of course, are entering into the contest of the thrush. They like to play coy, but they have lovely singing voices. And then, of course, we'll also be trying our hand at the spear. I'm an old hand with a rapier, and we haven't really decided on the third. We were kind of going to scope out the competition a bit first.
Oh, that makes sense.
And Lilium says, yes, and of course we planned on, blabbing all of our plans out to just every other competitor in this contest. Now, don't be like that, William, or Lilium. William, when he makes the mistake, is glaring at him. Because they said it first, and now it's in my head. Look, it's not my fault. It never is, and you know that. He's grumpy because he hasn't had dessert. William is now ignoring him.
Well, it shouldn't matter if you're confident in your abilities. Then, even if we know something, that doesn't mean we'll have an upper hand.
Yeah. This means, there's plenty of other people going to be in these competitions as well. I mean, I guess any edge is an edge, but...
Yes. Not all as sharp as one another.
Yeah. At least we both know, not one-sided.
That is true. And we've kept a bit of an advantage. You don't know our third game. And I bet none of you can sing. Huh.
I mean, technically we can sing. It's just not very good.
Oh, I'm sure you're better than you think you are. Well, to be honest, we have already eaten. We were just kind of chewing the fat a bit, but we'll get out of your hair and let you get more acquainted with family and such. Come on, I can see you're tired. Come on, Willow. Pats him on the shoulder. Willow, grabs his sword. Yeah, nice night, and the rest of you.
I was awake.
Wiping his eyes.
It
was a long ride. You made me take 2 watches. They leave.
I like them. I say 2 armor. Yeah.
Shortly after that, a couple of servants come in to serve food. And gotta check a thing. Yeah,
this is out of character, but I really wanted to say, if y'all die, I'm gonna go hang out with them.
So,
Not in character. But.
right. A couple of servants come in and start putting out some food. You can see, it all smells very good. It's that same stuff you smelled when you first came in. This very like strong, savory sense. There is a soup. There's some potatoes. There's some very nice smoked sausages and some kind of fried cutlets with a like dark brown kind of gravy or sauce or something that goes on it. A few different kinds of vegetables. They like bring out. It's a bit of a spread. Yeah, damn it, excuse me. Casimir kind of apologizes. Yeah, we had to sort of reheat it. It's a little bit late, so apologize. It's not too fresh.
No, leftovers are fine.
And as they're putting all of this out, Eli, one of these servers is actually familiar. As they're putting all this stuff out, she kind of looks over at you, and there's a moment of like, oh shit. And you recognize her as Volga, one of the people you know.
Yeah.
So there's that kind of, as she's probably putting some food out in front of Lamia, and there's that moment of eye contact for a second, and there's just like a brief pause, and then she just like goes back to doing her job, like nothing happened.
I will also just play it off then.
But you guys are served some very nice, hot, home-cooked meal.
Lamia Super Saiyans it. Not super, sorry. Just normal Saiyans it.
Let's see.
I just took mine.
Much less intense.
I eat with proper etiquette and table manners because I was not raised in a barn.
I take offense to that.
I'm stating it because you were, in fact, raised in a barn. It's not meant to be offensive. It was meant to be a statement of fact, sir.
So as you guys are eating, you can hear like a bit of conversation between Casimira and Miles. And she's just like, she kind of motions to the little shot glass thing. Says, well, how was it? Says, it was fine. And I won't go into the entire conversation, but she continues to like inquire. You can tell the tension seems to be getting more and more as she's like questioning him. It becomes clear even to you guys sitting there eating that she's not happy with the fact that he had alcohol. And
the word is really hard.
She's
to spell
kind
for
of
me.
guilt tripping
Alcohol.
him. You said
sorry.
Oh,
I said
yeah.
alcohol is a very hard word for me to spell. I was trying to write it in my notes and I messed it up like 3 times.
Booze.
Spirits. Booze.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying. It's one of
Booze
those
is my
words.
favorite. I like booze. Booze is
Booze.
sounds right. Can I, as she's kind of right, I'm like, I didn't mean to, like, I didn't know he was.
Oh, you're fine, dear. You don't know the history of this place. It's fine. You were just being polite. I understand. And Miles, at this point, he's leaned back a bit further in his chair and has clearly dissociated from this interaction. He's not like talking to anyone else or anything. He's just very off somewhere else. And after you guys said that, he just goes, I'm feeling a bit, wore out. Y'all have a good night now. He just immediately leaves. He doesn't move quickly. Just to kind of put that scene together, he isn't like rushing off. It is a very slow, very measured gait. Like he's purposely being very calm and acting like he's not bothered. But there's very clear, just like he's angry. It's obvious without a check,
Got it.
Man should be able to drink whenever he wants.
Well, he might have a problem.
I mean, yeah, he
I
may
would
feel that
say,
way.
based off of the description we got in the job listing,
Yes.
he probably has a history of that.
I'm sorry that y'all had to be a part of that. It's nothing really. I should have waited until y'all were all set off. Though before you finish with your dinner, I'm sure my father will be down to at least say hi. He did want to meet all of you.
That'd be great.
Did y'all need a place to stay, or did you have arrangements made already?
If it's not too much trouble, a place to stay would be nice. But if not, we can make do.
Oh, yeah, we have. I mean, have you seen the place? We got plenty of room. The only question is about your friend out in the wagon. He didn't want to come in for dinner. Doesn't really seem to want to look at many people. So I can't really go talk to him. But if you want to go in and find out, how he wants to be accommodated, that would be good.
We will definitely go check with him. He's,
Don't want to make him uncomfortable.
Right, exactly. He's just a bit uncomfortable around this kind of grandeur. That's the right word, probably. He's accustomed to a much more rustic lifestyle. Let's say that.
I'm sure. I don't know if that's what's bothering him, but now she's saying that, you hear some kind of staggered footsteps approaching from down the other hall, and into the dining room enters a demi-man in his 60s. Still has a full head of hair that is all shock white. Kind of in this very manicured like sweep, sort of like around the side of his head. You can see the sides are shaved quite close. He's like a full beard and mustache. Walking with a his outfit is very well put together. It's all clean. It looks like it was probably prepared for him. There's no wrinkles. It's casual. He's got like a smoking jacket and just like some trousers and a vest on underneath it. And but the cane is like this very gnarled, very old looking piece of wood. It doesn't look like chewed up. It still looks like it is regularly treated and maintained, but it's old. There's like all these different marks and stuff in it, as he's using it as a walking cane.
At a distance, can I tell what kind of wood it is?
Can you tell what kind of wood it is?
Yes, I can't identify wood. No.
Sure, tell me what kind of wood it is, Panda.
Surely it is.
We're ready for that now, were you, scrub?
No, I wasn't. I want to say English oak, but English isn't a thing here. White oak.
Still,
actually,
right,
white oak sounds right, but probably done with like a varnish to help preserve it. I would say so. Probably could be discolored.
Yeah, the varnish is absolutely for sure, because that's just a way of preserving it, like you said.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think white oak works.
Excuse me.
It's also good and strong, so you don't want
it'll last a while. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's most oak, but the white oak's really good for it.
Hardwood.
But yeah, so he has a white oak cane. And he comes in and it's just like, what's all this ruckus I hear down here? And kind of wanders in and is like, I think I got a few more visitors. And he walks kind of around the side of the table. Casimir smiles. Says, and I haven't done my politeness and said hi to yet. Welcome to the manor. I'm Clint Markham. I assume that you're Eli and you're Lamia and you would be Samuel Goodbean.
Yes.
When he says my name, I give like a very proper and polite like half bow, like at the waist.
And you do that. He says, "No, sit down, enjoy your food. I just came in to make my rounds, you know. It's good to see you all coming in here. It's especially good to see a couple more foreigners. It's also good, of course, to have somebody from the lands themselves participate in such a noble venture. I hope you all do well. Though I did have some bad news for you all. Bad news. and I feel like I had to share it with you personally, is I had this damn good wine that I was gonna share with everybody, and I had some family roll into town, and we got to talking, and a couple of days ago it all got drunk. So that's not here anymore, but I'll go ahead. Go ahead.
Is he joking? Like, is that attempt to humor? I would assume yes.
Oh yeah.
Or is he?
He's trying to be lighthearted. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I will chuckle along. It's good. Oh, yeah, not that bad.
I hope
you know
not.
What I mean?
It's just so ridiculous. Yeah.
I'm laughing.
But it kind of like
I guess that's better than like a weirdly like intimidating laugh where it's like ha 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 like at his face.
Like in Lamia's face, trying to get her to laugh too.
No, genuinely, Lamia's like, oh yeah, that is awful news.
yeah,
It's
serious.
It's not even that funny. Age will get you every time. They say Father Time is undefeated. I don't know how many more rounds I got in me on that one. But just aside, we got other vintages here and everything. I plan on having a big old gathering with everybody who's going to be participating, and that'll be tomorrow, probably around. We'll be casual. How about lunch? Breakfast is too. People are tired, and I don't want to have everybody come attend the meeting first thing in the morning. Sleep off your hangover and your wagon lag, however you call it. It wouldn't be jet lag. Just get a good night's rest and everything. Though there will be breakfast. We're just not going to make a big to do about it. And I just want to let all of you know that regardless of how it pans out, if you don't quite make it, there's no hard feelings. You're still welcome in the manor. I'll still talk to you. You're still welcome here for the event. You know what I mean. It's doors will be open to you, and when we head out to go, go and gather around and attend, y'all will all still be welcome there too. So nobody's gotta rush back off home after traveling all this way, and that ain't really our way out here. You gotta when you get success, and I'm not shy about it. You gotta spread that stuff comes around. So, hello.
Oh.
I'm glad you met at least a couple of my children here, my pride and joys. This is Casimira. She took some time out of her very busy schedule running the Chapel of Temperance to come over here and to try to help me keep all this together and greet guests while I'm resting.
Nomula was the one with the temp.
Oh, Nomula, yeah.
Yeah, I was getting ready to ask. I was like, I thought it was the. Is it?
Oop, yep, that's my mistake actually.
Okay.
Oh, so it's got to be retcon.
So this would be Nomula. Yeah, this would be
Okay.
Nomula, not Casimira.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I thought her being at odds with Miles made sense with the whole alcohol thing, but also
Yeah. So sorry, it's Nomula. Who I'll put her.
It could still be. You shouldn't be drinking. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's
2 seconds
still.
while I go. I'm just gonna go grab the name to put in the chat for people.
Mm-hmm.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Sorry, I just keep
I have
glaring
a
at
million freaking notes. Hold on.
You do.
It's so many, dude. Here we go. No. Yeah, you guys have not actually met Casimir yet.
Okay. Erasing that from my head. All right, got it.
I'll put that.
Yeah,
in
she had the. It was interesting when you said she had a shaved bald head.
Well, I thought
Yeah.
it's because she was a fighter. That could have been a potential reason. But
Possibly.
also,
Yeah,
the
it's
church
Nola.
one makes sense too.
Hey, look, I'm allowed to make mistakes too. All right, leave me alone.
I'm not saying you're not.
Jesus Christ,
I'm
Molly,
saying
cut
that.
me a break.
I'm saying that really loud. No,
Jesus
Look, now you've
Christ,
got
Mom!
Dave doing it.
No,
For fuck's sake. No.
if I could do the losing, in a van down by the river, like type of explosion of.
I would peak my mic, but I can do that bit.
But yeah, he says that she's taking some time out of her busy schedule. It just helped me greet guests and get everybody in here and showing that we got friendly faces. Cause I'm old. That's all there is to it. Sometimes I gotta go and have my away time and charge up my energy. And excuse me. One of the things that is very obvious as you're talking to Clint, even though he says he's old and he moves fairly slow, he still stands quite straight, and he doesn't have. Sometimes you look at people who are very older, like who are much older, who've been through a lot, and you can see the fatigue in their face and their eyes. He doesn't have that. He does not look tired. His eyes look very sharp, very bright. He's alert. You almost feel like he's kind of playing up his oldness as a bit, in a way, like he's amused by it. But anyway, yes, thank you to her, and I thought Miles was down here helping out, but what are you gonna do? He's the oldest. He's gonna do what he wants, I suppose.
Oh, he was. He retired for a moment, or excused himself.
Did he? Well,
Man,
you can.
I have this alcohol I offered him a drink of, and
yeah. Well, that's
I didn't know. I'm sorry.
It's not. Don't even apologize for it. You take that back. It's you're a guest here. It's not your responsibility to know all our baggage. That is his story to tell, and if he chooses not to, and to draw the ire of his sister, then that is on him. Nomala does look. She kind of smiles, but you can tell she's not happy with that situation, but she's not mad right now. She's like, yeah, that. He says, so y'all came all the way from Saigon. What was his name? Mr. Batu Visag. He lives up in the Clouds Gate, whatever that region is called in the city. He said he was gonna send somebody out over there to escort y'all. Did they make it?
Yep.
We did, yes. We met up with Han. He was quite helpful on a trip. He's utterly staying in a different part of town. We're supposed to meet up with him tomorrow at some point.
Oh, well, yeah. Feel free to do so. Just try to be back here around lunchtime, around 11-ish or so. That's what we'll have our little chat about what's gonna go on. Try to not have too many plans for tomorrow night. That's when I think we might run our first round of exhibitions for some of the contests, and really kind of get this on the road. Figure out who's all going, and which one of you is most interested in that tower event?
Lamia basically sinks into the
Yeah.
chair.
I mean, I'm quite interested in getting to rub elbows and meet people. It would be quite nice, especially for expanding my business, as this is one thing we'd like to do with this. I also have a friend of ours who's traveling with me, an employee actually, who is also very interested in going. Her name's Rahola.
She gets back right about then. Oh crap! I'm late. Oh, hello. Kind of does that sink down thing, goes and finds a chair.
Right here, in fact. So yeah.
Welcome, Rahana. And then you're not in the 3-person team, or one of you. Who's the team?
The three of us. I motion, of course, to the three of us. We
Raise
have a
my
team.
hand.
He's
Yeah.
she's
Lamia
here to
does too.
assist with some other things and
Yeah.
business things as well.
Oh, you're an employee? And indeed, I am. Says, oh, well, that's good. Good to see businesses thriving. I heard it's getting hard out there in the East, with all that dreadful stuff coming up.
It can be quite difficult. Speaking of out east, I heard you used to be an archaeologist for the Federa Monument. Did you ever go east and explore anything? I'm from Gurga, so it's always interesting to meet people who have been out that way.
Oh, I most certainly have. I've been quite a bit further east than Gurga, if that tells you anything. I got heaps of stories, stuff that happened before I was on the Rain Maiden and during and after, all sorts of things. But no, Gurga's a heck of a place. It's where this Ulu language was born. It's where there's a lot of things that started over there. People look at Setsegia thinking this is where all the history lies. I think some of these tensions would be relieved a bit if folks in Gurga were more interested in the history of that land. There's a whole lot untapped out there. They don't. There's a lot of negotiation issues going on with the Fodero over there. In fact, they don't like having us out there. They wanna dig up their own secrets, and I guess I can't blame them. One of these, maybe when there's some downtime or before y'all head out at some point, we should have a chat. I could maybe share some of those stories with you.
Oh, I'd love to.
Old Good Bean here. I know some stuff about your family name, son. I do actually. That's got a lot more history than you might realize.
We are. Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Now, we do a tractor. I keep slipping out of it. Tractor, truck.
I don't know why, but that just made me think of the Futurama bit where it's like, oh yeah, how's the family? Belligerent and numerous. So, yeah, continue.
Basically what I was going to say, but except for the belligerent part, I'm like, yep, we are
Prolific.
numerous as our products.
You are you're an abundant brand, but not in a bad way. Y'all got a branch out here close by the Birdsag.
Yes.
Yeah.
I have been by.
I too have been by. Now, not recently, but I have been by. Just the kindest people. I heard there was some kind of dreadful stuff going on out there in their lands. Some of it had to get reclaimed because of all of the craziness going on.
Yeah. Found one of those temples. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
Found one of those stone temples on their land. It was there when it happened, actually.
Yeah, we can't start talking about stone temples. It'll get all my adventuring all fired up again, and they ain't letting me in those. I shouldn't go anyway, not at my age. But I'm not here to chat your ears off. Y'all go ahead and finish your dinner. I'll have one of our servants show y'all some rooms and everything, and we'll figure out what to do with your Avarok friend out there. He's hopefully not too cold. So, they don't really worry about that too much, I'll say. Where's he headed somewhere?
He's traveling with us. He's going out, farther west. Not entirely sure where. I don't think he knows, to be honest.
Yeah. Well, pauses. Could be interesting. Most of them don't have them kind of destinations. No family, that's for sure. No family that wants them. It's sad. It's sad, I'll tell you. But y'all have a nice dinner now, and I'll see you tomorrow around lunch. All right?
Of course. Thank you.
Thank you for your hospitality, yes.
Yeah, good night, sir.
And if I see that youngest of mine, I'll make sure she comes out here and is, doing her social duties as he's walking off. And he does walk with a bit of a limp.
Must have took an arrow to the knee.
He was married at some point, yes.
Yes.
I just love the call out to the chat conversation we were having.
Yeah.
And I appreciate the sideways call out to the chat.
Jesus.
Oh
Anyway.
my gosh.
So you guys have dinner. At a, not too far into it, Nomolo will excuse herself from the table and kind of just like leave you guys to have your dinner. She says, blessings of rebirth to all of you. Y'all have a great night now.
You as well. Thank you.
You too.
Cheers. So you do have the room to yourselves for a little while. Any RP or anything you guys want to handle, or
Do you guys think we were the last ones to come here?
I mean, it would seem so, but people could be showing up tomorrow. Not staying the night. They could just be showing up. He said it was, around lunchtime tomorrow. There could be people whose entire journey was planned to arrive around the time that we were supposed to have this discussion. So,
Also, it depends on how far they traveled from. Like, we're not the farthest possibly away, but
True.
Probably in his reach could be one of the furthest. So
yeah, they could have been
that
from
somebody would be
Chant,
willing
for all
to.
we know too. They didn't even have to go anywhere. They just came across town.
Yeah, could have been, the only ones willing to travel that far as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, are you gonna go ahead and ask Verbrong if he wants to stay here tonight? Or...
Oh yeah, I'm gonna go head out there and have a chat with him and see what's up, just so we get him sorted.
Get our horses.
I'll stay here eating food.
I make a mashed potato chicken nugget sandwich and then eat it as I, or whatever the equivalent is here.
yeah, it's probably close
like
to
I need
some kind of schnitzel, right? So
Yeah. Would like to make sure our horses and our animals get properly stabled.
I kind of just give you like a good pat on the back, be like, appreciate you taking care of that. I'm gonna go chat with Verbrong. So yeah, I go to head outside and chat with him.
Rahala will actually walk part of the way with you. She says, I was actually talking to him a bit. He's starting to at least be able to speak as long as I stay out of view. It doesn't seem like he wants to stay here at all. He seems to be getting a bit more uncomfortable, and I don't know if that's just because he's been sitting in the carriage so long, or it's just the whole place, right? I get the feeling there's a lot he doesn't really want to talk about, and I didn't want to pry.
Fair enough. We'll figure something out for him. As long as we can get him comfy, that's what matters. Whether it's here or somewhere else.
Okay, I'm gonna go back inside. It's raining. Of course it is. Why? It's not even worth mentioning as she's heading back inside.
I also shrug at her statement of that of people who obviously aren't from here. So, just like,
So you go out there to your slightly skewed carriage, since he's the only one in it.
yeah, just like I know it doesn't have shocks, but it is one of those things where
I mean, it could, but
just if it does, they are big metal like leaf springs,
Braces,
not
yeah.
like actual traditional shocks. So, anyways, so I'm gonna just kind of hop in and just be like, hey, so. They asked us about accommodations for the night. If you want to stay here or go somewhere else, we can figure that out for you.
I used the wrong word.
Wrong word for what?
I called you pompous and you were insulted.
Oh, don't you even worry about that. No worries, in fact, at all.
Right word is posh.
That also is probably accurate, but mildly insulting, but not for the same reason. Mostly because I think I'm quite stylish, not just posh, but I accept your apology. No
She
worries.
said it was better.
It probably is. But anyways, it definitely is. But, no harm, no foul.
Well, this place is weird. It's big, lots of empty space, and I like the garden, but I hate everything else.
Well, you don't have to stay here. We can find you some other accommodations. Easy enough.
Can I stay in the barn?
I'm sure we could ask if you could. I don't see why they would say no.
Seems quiet.
Yeah. Well, I'll go have a chat with them if that's what you want. I bet you could just go start taking your stuff in there now, and I'm sure they'll say yes. And if not, we'll figure it out.
Wait till they say yes.
Fair enough. Well, I'll go chat with them then.
He nods. There's a look of appreciation on his face. It's faint, but he looks slightly less scary for a moment.
Nice. I'm just gonna go find the first person with any authority to grant anything. Just be like, hey, can my mate stay in your barn?
Yeah. So you can just run up, you ask one of the people kind of out there and mess with the garden or something. And they're like, yeah, that should be okay. I'll just go ask the person. They run off to the barn for a second, come back. Yeah, that's okay. If he needs pillows or whatever, we're already clear to let him go. He can go in there.
Great. Well, we'll get him in there, and I'll take out anything he might need. I'll pop in the manor and see if he needs anything. I can just
get
it out for him.
If he decides he wants to go inside, that's fine too. Just not.
I highly doubt that, but thank you.
and duck maybe. Anyway, you have a nice night. He runs off to go do whatever he was doing.
Yeah. I obviously go relay the information so we can help him get settled in the barn too.
Yeah. So he'll give whatever couple of things that he's got with him, mostly his weapon, and heads over to the bar and just kind of throws all his stuff down and says,
Thank you. Good night.
All right, mate. See you in the morning.
What happens in the morning?
We wake up.
Do I need to do something?
No, just going to come have a chat, see how you're doing. Make sure you slept all right since you're out here and we're in there.
Okay. Then yeah, I guess I will.
Also, make sure they get you breakfast. Since you're out here, I want to make sure they actually bring it to you, not forget you.
Yeah, they probably don't want me to get my own.
I mean, you could, I'm sure, but they've got nice breakfast inside, and if you want to come in and grab it, you're more than welcome. But I figured, if not, I can make sure you get it out here.
Yeah, that would be better. Thank you.
Yeah. No worries.
He kind of goes in the corner and puts his back to the wall and just stands. It doesn't look like he doesn't sit or anything. He just kind of he doesn't even really lean against the wall. He's just standing at it, and he kind of.
I do have a quick
stares
question
off.
for you. Yeah, because you did that real quick before you go to bed. Were you sleeping the first time we met? Like when you showed up before you had to go pee? Were you just standing in a field sleeping? Because your eyes were open and everything.
He does not laugh. He kind of looks up. And
Do you have to close your eyes to sleep?
I mean, no, but most people do.
I saw Panda's reaction.
I did not. What Panda? Can you react
Oh
again?
my god! Can you re-react? Re-react.
Say it again.
Do you have to close your eyes to sleep?
That's pretty accurate, actually.
Oh
Yeah. I mean,
Oh man.
Thank you, Panda.
As long as
Glitch
it's
in the Matrix.
dark, it doesn't matter to me.
Jesus Christ.
All right, that's impressive by my standards, anyways. You're gonna have to teach me that trick sometime.
He just stammers.
Or not, if it's not something that's easy to learn. I'm not necessarily good at.
Don't know how to teach it. Do Demi teach their children to sleep?
No, I don't know. I didn't have much of one of those parental teaching things. I just kind of learn stuff. If I can't pick up something fast like that, I generally don't know how to do it.
No Avarak has parental teaching things. Our
then you and
parents
I-
teach us pain.
Kind of
And
come in the
reprisal.
same boat there, man. Because that's pretty much what I learned my entire childhood.
You don't look it.
It's part of the upbringing. I was taught to be like this.
Demi are stranger than I thought.
That is very true. They come in all stripes, too.
They do. And you are a good one, Eli.
Thanks. You're the nicest Avarock I've ever met. Granted, I think I've only met 2, but you're easily the most talkative.
I guess so. Is that good?
I enjoy it. You're quite a nice man to have a conversation with.
I'm done talking now.
Good night. I just kind of like
Good night.
peace off. Okay. First off, I want to go look for Volga, but also it's 10:30 and I am doing the pee-pee shift.
Pee? Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
I
I'm
can tell you
shifting
need
around
to
a
pee.
lot. I know.
We can hand wave it, but I stable the animals and do all that. So
I don't actually need a break, so whoever needs to break, go ahead and
I'm gonna go.
yeah.
yeah,
Turn.
I'm gonna
Well, that works.
I'm gonna turn my camera off.
Oh,
Okay.
well.
So it's just me.
Oh,
Yep,
no, I'm
just
here.
me. It's
Oh.
just me.
Why are you so rude to me?
Because I can stop your video.
You motherfucker!
Molly,
Yeah?
start your video back.
Oh, okay.
Well,
My
actually,
video's back.
Anyway,
You a-hole.
was there was there something you wanted to do while between these things?
You know what? This isn't very polite, but I did want to explore the house to see, I guess, if there's anything suspicious.
Suspicious.
Yeah.
Okay.
I know it's not very polite, but gotta be on guard. Or
so-
might find a scary temple again.
So you like excuse yourself for a moment and start kind of just wandering around a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Right, you head down the hall. You see some of the servants kind of moving around between different rooms. As you, I'm assuming you don't go back to the foyer that you guys entered, and you're heading deeper into the house.
Yeah.
So you'll actually get into kind of the main hall, and you could tell this was a big house from the outside. Like, it was obvious. But it's different once you get in there and you get into that kind of, you go through the foyer, you go into this little small like hallway that's got like a few different rooms on it. But once you open these doors into this main hall, it opens up. It's like a whole different place. It almost feels like you were already in a big building, and then you open the door and we're like, oh, there's an entire other massive building attached to this big building I was in. Because there's just this big open floor with these very like nice, this very nice carpeting all the way across it. And there's a staircase that moves up to another floor that you can see kind of wraps around up above you. You can see several other rooms down here. There's a few little like dressers and things with like potted plants and some other stuff. There's, it's all very decorated. It's like lots of warm colors, like the rest of the area. Lots of like warm woods, and you can tell that the color scheme wise, it's basically warm colors and then neutral colors. There's not a lot of cool. It's like browns and grays and stuff that's if they're not reds and oranges. You can
Makes
see,
sense.
Like, there's a bit
The
of a love of
outside is cool
stonework.
enough.
Right. You can tell that there's a love of stonework in here too. You can see like a few different busts of people kind of like along one of the walls. You can see like several different portraits hung up and scenes that have been painted. And it's you can actually see like there's several paintings hanging up like too high up to like walk up and look at, because they're basically on the second floor on the walls. And they're of scenery mostly, and a lot of it's just stuff that you've never seen. There's these like very green, like kind of rolling plains. You can see sort of mountains in the distance in one of them. There's like one that's got like a castle and like a surrounding town with these high walls, and it's very sunny. You can see one where like all the buildings have these like odd sort of sloped roofs, and they're all built in like these like odd like tapering tiers. It looks kind of misty and foggy and rainy, but it's not just pouring at the moment. It's even painted in a bit of a different style, very like the color. It's almost more like a watercolor than like sort of the like oil paintings the others are. But it's just like it's clearly like lots of scenery and things that are from all over the world. Stuff that you'll likely never even see in your lifetime unless you traveled extensively, right?
Right.
Like deep jungle, all sorts of crazy stuff. And basically, right as you walk out there, and you're kind of noticing all of this around, you see a woman standing on the stairs leading to the second floor. It's very like kind of statuesque, with these very nice like long flowing robes. It seems to be mostly like white and like kind of cream, and then like a sky blue color. Like long, like very straight black hair, very fair skin, dark eyes. As you enter the hall, it says, "Can I help you?"
Oh, well, honestly, I was exploring.
Oh, you wanted to see more of the manor?
Yeah.
Oh, well, that should be fine, though it is a bit of a late hour. I could show you a bit of the place.
I would like that, thank you.
Starts to head down the stairs. What of your companions?
Well, let's see. I know one was making sure the horses were tended to 100%, and another one was talking to another one of our companions. So I'm not sure how long they'll be.
A tour for one, then. Okay. Well, what would you like to see? You've already passed the kitchen and the dining hall, though there is another banquet hall that is, believe it or not, bigger than that one.
I'm finding myself finding the ability to believe that. Honestly, I just wanted to explore all I could of the first floor.
You'll be limited to only a few of the rooms at the moment, unfortunately.
Okay.
But there is a sitting room here and a viewing room there where there's even more art. You'll find that Clint is a bit of a collector when it comes to it. Lots of antiques, but I can't take you to his antiques room yet.
Okay.
And she kind of walks beside you.
Oh, by the way, I'm Lamia. What's your name?
Well met, Lamia. My name is a name that I know for sure.
A name that I know 100%, all the time, every time. No questions asked.
I've been trying to pull it up.
Name she was born with.
I am going to I'm going to tell you a small story, and that story is very short. I ran inside to go to the bathroom, and I was like, man, it's hot in this house. And then I realized, no, it is in fact just cold in this garage. That's the story.
Your usual experience.
Yeah.
I don't know where I put that file. No stream game. That's where it's gonna be. Jobs. Who wants a sponsorship? I'm not gonna spin that. Her name might just have to change.
All right, there we go. Now my Wooloo won't leave.
Definitely should put sticky tack on the bottom of
I
it.
sticky tacked him to the mic.
You'll chase it away, Dave. Just like you do everything you care about.
No.
Is it, one of the daughters, or is it the betrothed?
No, this is not
Okay.
one of the daughters.
Or betrothed.
Some bitch. Hold on. It's in. Fucking hell. Her name's gonna have to change. I don't want to spend a million years on
Stephanie.
this. No.
Clarissa.
No. Open.
Maybe it's Maybelline. I just saw that in the chat. That's good. That's good.
Oh, good job.
Aha!
2 thumbs up.
Minted Higo. I don't know.
What?
Shut up! I found it.
Tahigo?
Oh my god.
My name is
Just
Rugeki.
comment, but don't-
Her name's what?
I'm not repeating it.
They were talking.
I
Rugeki, thank
know
you.
it's not my fault. It's Rugeki.
Not my fault.
That's what I was waiting for, was the spelling.
Okay, cool.
Sounds like a Naruto special move.
No.
She says,
I hate to do that to you, but
yeah, she tells you her name. She says, I work here. I've attended Master Markham for a few years now as both a scribe and assistant, but also an apprentice. It's hard to find a historian with so much experience with pieces of history.
Yeah, I imagine.
And it's true, he is an archaeologist. She says that she opens one of the doors, pretty much the first one to your left when you enter the room. Which you can tell is what she called the sitting room. And you walk in, you can immediately... The acoustics are different. You immediately can hear the kind of rain and the sort of storm going outside a lot better. It's almost like surround sound. It's shaped a little bit more conical. The ceiling is more like a dome. And this big window. As soon as you walk in, you can just see this open view of the grounds out in front of you. So you just see like field. You see kind of part of one of the gardens off to the side, and you see the kind of wooded area just at the back of their grounds. So there's no buildings, there's nothing in there in that view. You just see nature, basically. The only thing that's not like 100% natural is just the garden, but it's still you don't see any like made up structures or anything like that. There's no like fencing or anything. But it's just like you kind of walk up to it and you can kind of feel the coolness of the outside through the window a little bit. It's enough that like if you closed your eyes, you could envision that you could imagine you were out there outdoors.
Ooh, I wonder if I'd be okay to sleep in here then.
They're not going to let you sleep in there. You could sneak in there, but it's a sitting room, not a sleeping room. I mean, you can ask, but anyway. But you go in there, you can see that there are a few different chairs. There's like a little closed cabinet that you can tell is locked. There's a few smaller little bookshelves with little books and things in them. There's a little table that's been like kind of pushed off to the side. It's like probably you just move it out and you can have people have conversations in there and stuff or do whatever they're going to do at the table. But it's usually just out of the way, and so the chairs are seated so that you can sit and just look outdoors. And as you're examining, you look up and you see the kind of the dome roof. You realize that is also glass, so you can see the sky up through that. And of course, the glass is kept immaculately clean, so it's almost like it's not there. And she comes in, she lets you enter in there, and says, "This is honestly one of my favorite rooms."
Yeah, it's like being outside.
It is. You can imagine yourself almost anywhere in Setsegia from here. It all sounds remarkably similar, thanks to the wind. Close the door.
Oh yeah. Well, I haven't been everywhere in Setsegia, but I imagine you're probably right.
Neither have I, of course. And you'll be participating in the exhibition, trying to be sponsored by Mr. Markham, correct?
Yep.
Best of luck. I
Thanks.
assume Contest of the Spear, based on your stance and complexion.
Like, Lamia looks confused for a second, but then, like, yeah, I intended to, our group intended to go for the spear, as well as 2 others, of course.
I'm sure you'll do well. Can I ask what brought you out here? What made you want to do this job? Is it simply coin? That's also understandable.
Well, I didn't take the job myself. My boss got us on this, and I think not necessarily coin, but the expansion, like, of who we are in the building is more important than exposure. That's the word.
Ah, yes, of course. That does make sense for a small business. You do need exposure to grow, and things are going to be more competitive in the future, it seems, with, forgive me, the acquisitions company, Dorat, expanding eastward. Yes.
Yeah, I've been hearing a bit about that too.
I'm sure you'll hold your own.
Well, thank you.
Well, did you want to spend more time in here, or would you like to see any of the other rooms at the moment?
Well, how much more time do you have?
I have plenty, though I doubt they'll want guests wandering about the manor too late.
Yeah, completely understandable. Then let's just keep exploring for now. Thank you.
Of course. She opens the door and starts to lead you out. God, excuse me. Let me do that water.
But while we were in that sitting room, was there, like, any, I guess, besides the locked cabinet, was there anything else that seemed protected, is the lack of a better word?
There were a couple of different locked cabinets in there.
Okay.
Like, without actually getting to go in and, like, do a thorough search. That's pretty much what you get. You can do that.
Fine.
Obviously, there's a person with you, so they might be like, what are you looking for?
Yeah,
So,
no. I just wanted to know glance-wise.
Yeah. You just see, like, a couple of locked cabinets. There's, like, a little lockbox kind of in the corner on, like, a smaller table.
Okay.
But that's it. As far as, like, obvious things that would be like, I don't know what's in there kind of thing.
Yeah.
Okay. And then as you guys are walking out of there, you see a... God dang it. Headphones adjust. Thank you. You see another person coming downstairs very quickly, kind of like rapid steps, downstairs. Young, kind of... God damn. Freaking plane going by or some shit.
Yeah, I can hear it too. It's loud.
Yeah,
Next to an airport.
Yep.
Well, I don't think it's being caught on stream, at least, so
That's
there's
good.
that bright side.
But yeah, you see a kind of lithe, like, athletically built young woman dashing her way downstairs. And let's see, she's got see the same kind of, like, dark brown hair that you saw on Miles, and the Markham blues that they all seem to have. She's kind of running down there, and she kind of slows down a little bit when she sees you all, like, just for a moment. Like, first she just looks over and keeps going, then she kind of slows down a little bit when she notices you, Lamia. She says, are you you're one of the people I'm supposed to meet, right?
Are you Clint's
Casimir.
youngest?
Yeah.
Casimir? Yeah, then yeah. I'm one of the, I suppose, many people.
She just walks right up to you, like, holds out a hand.
She'll gladly take it, shake it. Good,
Grabs your
strong
forearm.
handshake. Oh, okay, even better. The good forearm shake.
She's checking for a dagger. No,
But as soon as you kind of have the clasp, she, like, makes direct eye contact with you.
Yeah.
And there's kind
Perfectly
of a bit
fine.
of a squeeze for a second. She goes, "You're strong."
You too.
Okay. Well, good luck, I guess. Or,
Thank you.
Sorry. Welcome to the Markham Manor. I hope things are treating you well.
Oh yeah, this is a
You
very
already-
nice place.
You already have met my sister, right?
Sorry, I'm going back to
Nomula.
the names. Yes.
Yeah.
Nomula, yes.
Okay. And that's it?
I met Miles as well.
Shit. Okay, well, hopefully he was nice to you.
He was very friendly with one of my friends.
Okay. She looks
It-
over
it's-
at...
It's not a bad friendly, I promise.
She looks over at Rugeki and is like... leans over to you and says, was he drinking?
My friend had offered him something, yes.
Of course. And of course he accepted it. Do you have siblings?
No.
Don't.
Maybe in the future, though.
Don't.
Don't.
Don't. Like she can prevent that.
Man, yeah.
Sorry, father, but I,
mean,
will be an only child.
She can prevent that. It's just called murder.
Called patricide.
Parents
Literally,
denied!
I'm just sitting there with a sword waiting for the baby to come out. Like, I got this.
Oh,
Don't worry.
yeah,
Don't worry.
Infanticide.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
Or
that's
matricide, or matricide. Either of those. Doesn't matter.
All
let's
of
not,
sororicide or
let's not say
sororicide.
anymore, please.
I think
sorry.
it's fratricide is for,
For siblings, but
a
also-
brother.
Stop.
But yes.
Stop.
Yeah.
So... That's not even...
So she says don't, yeah.
Not talking about murder, but that's not even what I was imagining. I was imagining, like, rushing into your parents' room and being like, No!
No!
You can make no more
I mean, you could
children
also
today.
do that, I suppose.
I'll be back if you try
It's
again.
far less effective.
I
It's
learned how to
far
teleport
less
specifically
effective.
for this
You could-
moment.
If you start having, like, a fucking reaction of, like, anytime you get aroused, like, my kid's about to run in the room, like, oh, there it went.
I mean, that is just having a kid. If you're trying to do anything that doesn't involve them, whether it be pooping,
true.
reading something by yourself, eating food, I don't know, it doesn't matter. They will run in the room. You still
I
you just have to
imagine-
figure out ways to do those things.
I imagine it would that reaction would still be intensified if you know they're
yeah.
going to roam in the room and remove you from your partner.
Especially as an adult child,
Yes.
like
Yes.
that's even. It's not like they're like a little kid
Right.
running in there and be like, "Stop!" It's like your adult child is just grabbing you around the waist and dragging you off. Like, no, we're getting you out of here.
Like, oh no, we're gonna have to leave. No. She says,
Oh.
don't.
Yeah, don't, is what she said. Oh,
Okay.
A hell of a derail.
Good luck. I need to go say hi to. How many friends do you have here?
two more that's participating in the contest. And I think everyone else has left already.
You seem nice. If I was to say I already went and met them, would you corroborate that story?
I mean,
Like
I will
if someone
try.
asks you,
I will
all
try.
you have to do
I-
is say, "Yeah, she met them." That's it. That's all of it.
Okay.
I know
okay.
Rugeki can hold. She can keep a secret.
I'll make sure to tell my friends that you said hi. That'll help, I guess, collaborate the lie.
Perfect. Okay, good. I wasn't done practicing, and I don't. It's not that I don't think your friends are cool. I don't know them. She's like backing off now.
Yeah.
I don't like getting interrupted. Okay, and I was. She starts heading
I'm
back
sorry.
upstairs. No, you're fine. You're helping me out. You're good. We're good people now. I'll. Bye.
Bye.
Hurries back upstairs. Well, now you've met the youngest.
Yes. Well, I was gonna explore a little tonight, but I guess I'll go keep my end of the bargain and tell my friends that she says hi. And One of my friends is a much better liar than I am, so.
Both of your friends are better liars than
Maybe.
No, because I have a better charisma check than Panda does.
that doesn't mean anything in this case.
Yeah,
as
that's true.
people, I think he's just a better liar. Anyways,
But she's, well, very well. Perhaps we can have the tour in the daylight hours when it's more permissible.
Yeah, maybe. Thank you very much, Rugeki.
She nods. Have a great night.
You as well, thank you.
She starts to head back upstairs. So you get back to the others.
Yep.
Panda, you were helping the stables, the stable hands, basically.
Yeah. And given all the, making sure they're all dried off properly and all that jazz. Got feed proper.
There's the obligatory, like, oh, you don't have to do that, man. Like, we got this. And
Nope.
yeah. So as you continue to insist, they're like, all right then, well, if you like to get
Don't
your
worry, I'm
hands
used
dirty.
to it.
So you guys get to go out there and talk shop a little bit. You find out some of them are also from Delancia and have been working for this family for a couple of generations. And then some of them are local help that have been hired and such since this place was built. And so they'll chit-chat to you about that kind of thing. Roll me a diplomacy check real quick. Nope, I'm just having you do this, so it's not gonna go bad or anything crazy.
Are we in a forest? No. Ugh.
Not a 7.
Man, I need to go do a spiritual reset on my body or something.
Because your dice rolls.
Oh, that
Well,
was
like
two
the
sevens, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, like the last 3 games I've played, I've been rolling really low.
Yeah.
And I worry about Thursday's camp.
you have taken the curse onto yourself, and in the immortal words of somebody, no takes his backsies.
So you just chit chat with them. You mostly just find out this family treats them well. Did I turn on noise canceling? No, it's just quiet as shit somehow. Anyway, this family treats them very well. They're paid nicely. Like, these people all seem to really enjoy what they're doing. Which you've been in. I mean, you weren't raised in Setsegi, but you've been in Setsegi long enough. You've dealt with enough, farm hands and people who just do this kind of labor, and especially the ones who work for estates and whatnot. You can tell that this isn't just it's just what I do, it's fine. Like, these people genuinely are happy working here.
It's good.
God, that's such a foreign concept.
I mean, to be fair, right?
Yeah.
These are people who would be doing the same work anyway. It's just they're able to now do this for someone who they respect and that kind of thing, right? So it's not like it's glamorous work and it's not like it's easy. It's just, man, I mean, if I was gonna have to be a stable hand my whole life, this is the way to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
I was gonna have to shovel poop for a living. By God.
at least they get to do it for these folks, kind of deal.
Yeah.
Somebody who treats them well, at least,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
that's what you pick up from just kind of chit chat.
That's important.
And then Eli, you wanted to try to find Volga.
Yep.
Volga. Oh, I need to put that in the thing.
That's that Fall Guy.
On the DL though, obviously.
Okay. So yeah, once you come back in, excuse me again, Jesus Christ. Once you come back in,
Got them water burps.
hang around the little dining hall and stuff as they're coming to clear plates and whatnot. And there's one point where she's clearing some stuff off, and the other server walks out with a load of things, and she goes, she's like, I've got the rest. And it's like, oh, okay. And she looks around a little bit, and there's another one of those moments of okay, I definitely recognize you, kind of thing. But she slowly starts to put stuff away and go to leave, because she's not going to breach the topic.
Oh yeah. But I will.
Okay.
So I'm gonna be like, Volga, it is you, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. You're alive.
Yeah. I mean,
Not in jail.
so are you.
Yeah. I wasn't expecting to see you.
That makes two of us. I mean, I was expecting to see me. I wasn't expecting to see you. I said that
You're
weird.
still doing that. Okay. I honestly wasn't sure. I thought I was hoping maybe to leave Setsegia if I could, but this sort of came up, and it's better for now, at least. She kind of walks around the table to start messing with stuff like kind of on your side, so she's not having to talk loud.
Right. Well, I mean, better is good. Like, they take good care of you here. Is there anything that's a problem? Like, I've got means and opportunity. You know, if you need a way out or another place, I can help with that. I mean, I don't have a ton, but I've got stuff.
That's really nice of you. Yeah, I'm treated well, and I don't know if it's good if we're grouped up, you know?
I understand that. Do you know about the others, though? You know, I haven't heard what happened to anybody since then.
I don't know where Roche ended up. Kumal, I'm not sure. I guess he had some family here, but I don't know. He made it sound like maybe they weren't the best kind of people, or I don't know ethically, but like maybe they don't play in the sun, you know?
Okay. Right.
But he had some trouble with getting work and stuff, so he was going to go and contact him again, but I don't know where he ended up. Somewhere in the area. I don't know if it's here or in a nearby city. We thought it was better if I knew less.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Halan is, you know, around somewhere. I haven't seen him since we all split up, though.
I mean, it's just good to know you're alive and in one piece and, you know, not trapped somewhere. I don't know. It's just, I honestly never thought I'd see any of you again.
I didn't think so either. She leans in and gives you a hug. Pulls away. I thought, because I heard about their business and stuff, but I didn't want to get my hopes up that it was actually you there, but I had a feeling with the name.
Right.
She waves at your shadow.
It waves back for sure. It is definitely doing the thing too, where like, it is hovering much closer to her shadow and anything. Like if it was giving her shadow a hug kind of thing. It is very excited to see and be around and all of that. So it's just, yeah. No, it's so good to know you're okay. And if, like I said, if you do ever need anything, I'm in Saikon. You can find me. Like, that's where the business is. You've heard it. So
it's not a short trip, but yeah, it's better than nothing. Why did you settle so close to Garga?
it was just where I ended up.
That's fair. It's fair. Yeah, I won't forget. As far as this goes, though, you know, this family, not this family, the Hearth, Modric.
Right. I've heard of them. I mean, I've dealt with a representative of theirs.
Yeah, they're. Are you with them?
No. They came to speak to me about buying out my building, and I kind of turned them down. And they made it seem like that was probably not the smartest thing for me to do, but lots of people have said I don't do smart things, so it's fine.
There's no smart thing to do. If they decide to make you a part of their lives, whether as an enemy or an ally, you're in trouble.
So I've heard.
They've always been a problem, even before they were Hearth Modric. They are the reason I didn't have family to come back to here.
Well, that certainly bodes ill, I guess, since I appear to be, on their horizon now.
Just do whatever you can to not draw attention from them if you can. It's the only way to stay... I don't know. But this family, even though it's very nice, they're having growing ties with them. Their youngest is betrothed to their son, Lumal. And you'll likely have to meet him at some point. He's fine, I guess, but if that happens, I don't know what else will happen.
Right.
But it won't be good. So, while you're here, like I said, just do your best to not draw too much attention. Just be polite. I mean, I don't have to tell you that, but don't share too much.
Yeah, I'll keep everything close to the vest.
Okay.
And
I guess we pretend we don't know each other still.
Right, that's what I was going to say next. So, but I guess I'll let you get back to it, and I'll turn in for the night.
Okay, and I'm glad you're alive. That's the other stuff.
I do like if I was formally asking somebody something, I just miss, and then I just kind of like tilt out.
She starts to head out, and you, as she's kind of walking out, you see the other server was like, "Oh, I was gonna come get you. You were in there a while." She's like, just there's guests. They kind of walk off.
All right.
There. So
I will head off to bed at this point. I think I'm done exploring.
Yeah. After a little bit longer, a couple of other servants will come kind of fetch you all and everything. Separately, they don't like group you up, but someone comes and is like, "Hey, your room's ready," and they'll lead you to it. You go into that same kind of main hall area, and then you see these the big set of stairs straight back. You kind of go around the side of it, and there's a set of rooms, guest rooms over there. And that's where they put you guys. Each of you with your own room.
Fancy.
Well, actually, wait. Hold on. I have a note for this. I may have lied.
Still
No,
fancy.
you were indeed the last ones to get there. So you are two to a room. I will assume, just based on general tradition, it's probably Eli and Sam, and then Lamia and Rahala.
Lamia is going to try and sleep outside anyways. But
Yes.
Well,
I would say that's
not
fair
where they
to
take
assume.
you.
yeah. No.
That is fair.
Also,
to
is
assume.
Rahala comfortable with it?
Not at all.
Yeah. When you,
Well, I mean, if she needs to, we could switch it back. I guess we could have this conversation in character.
yeah. Thing on the screen.
Oh, we don't know about it, but yeah.
But
No, she
basically-
spoke to me about
Yeah.
Oh, did she?
Lamia's sleeping stuff being weird. She didn't tell me exactly what happened, but she
No,
spoke to
she
me
was
about it a
cagey
little
about
bit. So I will at least inquire. I'll be like, so the room sitch is good with everybody?
Maybe. No, it's not. I'm sorry, Lamia.
No, I
saying
completely
too
understand.
much.
And honestly, I was gonna sneak outside anyway.
You
Oh, no, you
keep
don't.
doing that too.
I love that. Oh, no, you don't.
I'll pull out a lasso and no.
I don't want to. I want to save the sleep drop until absolutely necessary. And I only have a week's worth of herbs.
Maybe I will be good luck.
I think.
Let's just try it out for tonight.
Yeah, well, I also think that, like, again, I don't know why you feel the need to sleep outside, but besides it being a potential health hazard, there's probably something we need to fix or address or solve, because you can't keep sleeping outside when you have people like this who are going to ask a lot of questions. I just... Look, they've got ties to Modric. We talk to them. We need to be as polite, professional, and concise as possible, but also as, low to the ground as we can for this. When it comes to, like, dealing with that stuff. So I think having a stable hand stumble over you in the yard might raise some questions.
Oh, I was gonna go further out.
No. That's worse. Just stay in the room. I'm not quite sleepy yet, so I'll stay up for a few hours. If you think, like, Casey starts thrashing around or something, having a bad dream, I'll wake you up. Okay?
Okay, I'll just go do one of my herbs then. 'Cause
No.
I don't think trying to wake me up will be safe for you.
Well, I mean, I've got a quick question for you.
I'm slippery.
He is slippery. No, I've got a quick question for you though. Are you proud of your scars? They're all over. You make no attempt to hide them.
Yeah?
Okay. So if you're proud of your scars, then you're a kind of person who takes the things life has dealt them and the things they've dealt with and doesn't shrink away from them. So why aren't we confronting this right now? You confront everything else facing forward.
Because it has something to do with... I think it has something to do with you-know-what.
I don't know what. You have to use the actual words for things. You talk to me like I've never heard anything or don't know what we're talking about, because honestly, that's how I feel right now. I feel like somebody who's been brought into a situation without any information.
I think it has something to
Go
do with
into
the
that
hunter.
room and talk if you want some
Sure.
privacy.
Yeah, instead of standing out here in the hall, that's probably a good idea.
I'll just go do my own thing in the other room for now.
Right.
Whatever that is, read or something. I don't know. Pace nervously. She walks off into the other room and begins to pace nervously, and then closes the door when she realizes she forgot.
Makes sense.
Right, we're in the room now, but I think it has something to do with the hunter.
Okay.
And honestly, the only thing we really got, not story-wise, but knowledge-wise, was that, that wolf hunting down things and being a devourer. And my dreams are basically akin to something like that when I sleep indoors. And I have she doesn't know it's an anxiety attack. And it gets hard to breathe when I fall asleep indoors. If I'm outside, it's no problem.
But that's not a solution.
No, but I'm saying it's a magical thing, so how the fuck am I supposed to understand any of it?
You tell your friends about it so that we can look into it and try and figure it out. I shouldn't have had to pry this out of you. I've had an easier time opening lockboxes with no key.
This could be worsening the affliction, if you will.
Right, we don't know anything about it. That's the thing. We need to find out about it. Knowledge is, power, right? And without any knowledge, how can we fix things or do anything? Or, I don't know. I'm not a philosopher. But anyways, so I think we need to do a little bit of research then. We need to figure it out. If sleeping outside is helping you for now, we can do something like that. But we need to figure out what's causing you to have problems like this when you sleep inside. Not being able to breathe is bad. You need to breathe. I'm not a doctor, but I know that one.
I'm not doing it. I have a derailed. I'm not doing it.
Writing myself a note to make you derail in Stars and Wishes.
Anyway. Continue.
Yeah, I guess I didn't really share this because I don't know where to start, and so I wouldn't expect anybody else to know where to start.
Well,
The closest thing to possibly having any information is, some people that we've really peeved off.
right. But here's the thing. If you don't tell us, we can't help you. And I may not be the most magically educated individual, but I've got a knack for it, and I can at least do a little bit of digging. The other thing is, I had to find out you were sleeping outside from Rahola, just in general. I don't know how long you've been doing it. I don't know how long this has been going on, but it's definitely been long enough that it constitutes something I'm going to worry about. I can't have one of my mates, going out and being waterlogged and waking up in the middle of the night floating down the street. Like, it's got to be, something we can work together. And for someone who's so proud of their scars and proud of confronting everything, you have to do the same thing for this. Listen, I'm not proud of mine. I hide them. But I still know that you can't just let things happen to you. You have to, happen to them. That doesn't make any sense. But you know what I mean. Or at least I hope you do.
From the other side of the wall, you just hear, I'm a bit of a professional researcher,
Yeah.
Do that.
These
That
walls are
too.
thin.
That's good to know.
No, I'm just really
She's a
close to
professional
it.
researcher that the walls are thin. Oh, she got up to the wall.
Yeah. Because you can barely hear her.
For emphasis, also, when I say that I hide my scars, I unbutton my sleeves and roll them down. I don't know if I don't think I've showed this to any of the character. My arms are just like straight up scar tissue. Like they're just slash marks across my forearms on both arms, up and down both sides.
Damn. I mean,
Oh, those do look quite nasty. They weren't really treated very well quickly, were they?
No. So here's the thing. If you don't confront your problems, you get more scars. And they're not the fun ones. They're not the ones from you fighting something. They're not the ones from you taking things. They're the ones given to you by
Eli,
others.
Rahala's listening anyway. Should we just let her in?
I mean, she's the one who wanted to go in the room. The door's not locked. She could come in if she wants.
You hear a door open.
I bang on the wall. Yeah, I bang on the wall gently, too, as I say that.
you just got to grab the heat by the horns. You got to take it as it comes at you and take control of the situation.
I'm legitimately asking that in character because I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So.
The horse sheep, not Shorses. Shorses are
No,
horns.
yeah, no, Shorses don't have horns. So heaps do that. That's interesting. I didn't know that. I don't think I've ever seen a heap.
There's a light.
We're
Only
getting
the-
way off topic here. Anyway, yeah.
There's a very light knock on the door.
Yeah. I just reach back and open it without breaking stride of the conversation, mind you.
Who is it?
Comes in and closes the door. I just didn't want to interrupt.
No, you're fine.
But I do want to help. I mean, Mommy, you scared the piss out of me. Literally, you did. And
Oh, that makes
I
that
don't know
even
why
worse.
that's funny.
but I do want to help. Well, I've cleaned up since then.
Well, obviously.
It's not the first time I've peed myself, alright? It's just the scariest. Looking at Sam. What?
Yeah, I don't think I
wasn't
got the
gonna
full.
say anything. No, yeah, well, we definitely didn't get the full story. I only got
Yeah.
it.
I
Brawlhalla,
interrupted
until
her
that-
sleepwalking.
Yeah,
Oh.
until that night, I didn't know I was sleepwalking.
I hope not.
That's even worse. Like, you could be sleepwalking outside. There's bears
Oh yeah,
outside.
who knows what you could get into? You could fall in a hole. You could meet a bear. You could run into a sleeping Vibrong with his eyes open. He sleeps
Yeah.
with his eyes open. It's off
And
topic
he's
again.
quick.
My apologies. Very quick. He threw me pretty far too. Anyways,
Nope. Nope. Okay,
yeah, just staying on topic here.
Was, you said to do with the hunter. What do you mean by the hunter?
We
So-
learned about that already, right? Sorry.
That was in the, yeah.
Yeah,
Well, she
the
just
statue.
said, but you knew
Right,
what
the-
it was, yeah.
Yeah, the statue from the.
yeah.
Bonus
That's what I
points for
thought.
anyone who
I-
remembers the name of that nascent.
I don't think I
It
actually
might-
ever got.
I
his
could probably
name.
pull that up, but I was just trying to figure out the name of the place we were at.
For
That's
later.
what I'm blanking on.
For later.
Nuluxifix?
Nuluxifix. Yep.
Nuluxifix. There we go. Since I have it written down, that means I actually learned the name then.
Well, yeah, it's in
Um,
my notes too.
Yeah,
Somewhere.
you all did.
Well,
'Cause,
I
yeah,
don't.
'cause Sam
I don't
told us
write
it.
things down unless I learn it.
No,
The-
I
the
just
Great
mean that
Hunter song.
Sam told us it. Yeah,
Yeah, that's how you
yeah,
learned
yeah.
it,
Is what I.
Yeah.
That's what's in my notes. So
yeah.
Um,
I was
the
hearing it.
name that Sam brought up was Nuluxifix,
Nuluxifix.
and the
Snaps
place
her
where we
fingers,
were.
mutters something and starts to scribble on her wrist. I think that's how that would be spelled.
you
Oh,
remember
the
that?
purple.
I kind of just do the like. You know, you remember we told you about all the stuff that happened when we were trying to escape, and we were in. I'm kind of telling her that, like the gist of that, really quick. I was like, "You remember all that?" So that was the thing, and then like the statue, and it was very weird. I think it was like
Statue
what
of Nuluxifix.
Varmuri was trying to like call him forth, and that's what the ritual we interrupted when we got into the
Right.
fight with him.
Yeah. Well, okay, I don't know the name off the top of my head, but I could find it, probably. I know there's a library in this city, so that gives me something to do tomorrow.
Heck, there might be a library in this house.
If there is,
That's-
it might be locked up because there seems to be quite a few things that we're not allowed into.
Well, I'll say this. An old Sitsi saying that I heard once was knowledge is power, guard it well, instead of that it's another thing. Because people like to keep lids on that kind of stuff. So if they'll permit us to peruse, we might find it. But if not, library in town's a good bet.
I'll ask about tomorrow then, and I'll see what I find out.
Yeah.
But until then, no sleeping outside if you can help it. Just if she starts sleepwalking, just usher people away from her.
Right. Roll
Or duck.
for tomorrow also.
If you wake her
I'm a bet you're going to have better luck asking Clint himself than anyone else.
You
He
think so?
seems, well, he seems gregarious and accommodating, whereas everybody else seems to defer to whatever basic rules are. I bet you he's a man who will break his own rules to be accommodating to others, whereas no one else in the house might make that exception.
I see.
That reminds me.
Okay.
If anybody asks, you have met the youngest. Getting back.
Casimira?
Yes.
All right.
She says that she says hi.
All right. All right.
Why didn't she just say hi?
Apparently she was interrupted. I think she must have been doing like training or something, and she wanted to get back to it. So she saw me and was like, "Hey, just say that I saw everybody."
All right. Fair enough.
Not very polite, but all right.
Well, we were all kind of, I mean, I guess you could have met us while we were having dinner, but I meant we were kind of all over the place after that. We all went our separate ways.
I guess
That
it was
is
a bit late. all's forgiven, I suppose. But no Luxifix. Have I heard that before? Actually, I'm going to make a check for Rahala real quick.
Oh, I was gonna say it might have something to do with Mr. Gaia.
Mr. Gaia. They're related from the lore you learned.
Yes, from the lore we learned.
The Lord.
From the
Lord we learned.
That it is a sin to eat bologna on a Sunday. And only on a Sunday.
Oh, yes,
Amen.
the 11th commandment.
The 11th commandment. Here we go. There she is. And that would be...
I'm just now thinking of when we were watching Zorro. Oh, man.
I would give her... Religion is the best one, but she's not trained in religion. So she's going
Is there any way I
revert to...
can't assist in any way, can I?
This is just
Because
her
I know about
recollection.
Mr. Guy.
This is just her recollection. So, secondary skill for this challenge would be... for this area, it's still going to be history. So, her bonus to that is +9. But Sam, since you
Nice.
talked, I'll have you roll it. So, roll thing, 1d20 +9.
120.
Dang.
Bruv.
That was almost really good. That was almost really good.
It was almost super good.
So yeah, she just... Have I heard that before? I have! Oh, it was when you told me. Shit. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look.
Sorry, that's gold.
That's pretty accurate.
She goes, yeah, I'm gonna have to look. The hunter, the features you told me, and it's... Okay, and it was over there in the cliff shores. Then she starts to kind of wander off. She goes, wait, were we done talking?
I mean, we can be, I suppose.
Okay. And... which room am I staying in?
Whichever one you
with-
feel comfy in.
With Eli, right? Or do you want just all three of us in your room for yourself for tonight?
No, it's fine. I trust Eli will do nothing untoward. He seems like a perfect gentleman.
I do the like half bow and then just like hold my hand out like literally to like escort her to the room in like a theatrical and staged way.
And if he does anything scandalous, I will scream and throw things, and someone will come to my rescue.
Very much so.
It might be Lamia. You should watch out.
She's not wrong.
But yeah, she goes to her room. Let's see. So, but yeah, you guys head to your rooms and bed down for the night. It's like
Yeah.
blow out like the little lamps and things in there. Rahal is just like getting ready for bed. He goes, "Wait, can you see in the dark?"
Yes, but I'm looking the other way and I have my eyes closed.
Well, I can't tell, so there's like a blanket that goes over your head. But other than that, you're fine. Yeah, you guys try to head to sleep. Lamia,
Yep.
I need you to roll
Yep.
a will
I am
save.
staying up
Yep.
for a couple hours before I get to sleep.
You take your herbs, right? Okay, Sam's staying up.
Yeah, I would because I don't want to risk potentially choking Sam.
I like it. No,
Oh my gosh. Look, you
He's
can like
just-
it all you want. Consent is still important.
Yeah, true. But you just stay up a little bit longer to make sure nothing happens.
yeah.
Okay.
So we'll save.
So you're doing will save. If you're taking a dose of your herbs, you're gonna get a +5 to this. Will
Oh, nice. Okay.
save. I will tell you,
It's still hard to make.
it is not that. It's just that this is holistic treatment.
Mhm.
So this is the most potent it's going to be because you've never taken this before. There will
Okay,
be
yeah, that
slightly
makes
diminishing
sense.
returns. Yeah.
That makes sense. Okay, but just what it is.
Hey, that's a heck of
I
a
thought
roll.
that was about to be a 3 for a second there. So 25. So yeah, you fall asleep pretty quickly. You find the herbs don't taste great. They're very medicinal. They're very bitter. There's kind of a slight, I wouldn't even call it a true sweetness. It's almost the same kind of sweetness you'll get from like mint or like cinnamon, where
Okay.
it's not like sugary. There's just like this little like kind of edge of sweetness
Texture.
to it on its own. There's like kind of at the end of it, but there's a very bitter taste to them. Very herbal. Excuse me. Twice. And then, they start to have an effect very quickly. You definitely get that like weird sense when you kind of lay down and your whole body settles and it feels like you just kind of keep sinking for a moment and then you sort of rebound and level out and it's like, ooh, I ain't getting up. And like pretty much as soon as you close your eyes, you're asleep again. And there's a couple of moments where you do start to kind of feel short of breath. Like the whole bed is like almost like you're trapped. Like you can't quite move. Like something like your clothing even is like holding you down. Like everything weighs too much. And you kind of feel uncomfortable a little bit and you start to panic sort of, but it subsides. You're able to fight through it. You're like, nope, this is what keeps happening. No. You like calm yourself down. You remember some of the stuff that you don't want to happen. You remember Rahala's face when you woke up and the kind of apprehension you had of like chasing that creature. There's that part of your mind that was like, what am I actually chasing? And you kind of remember that conversation you just had with your allies, and they're kind of trusting you and depending on you, and you sort of draw on that to just tell yourself to just fight through it, right? Rather than give in and snap awake, you just stay down until it passes. Sam,
Yes.
while you're waiting there, you start to get tired because it has been a long time on the road and it is getting late. You had a big meal and all this other stuff, had a little bit to drink. You are getting kind of tired, but you're trying to like stay up and in case Lamia needs something or anything happens. Well, you're kind of doing this shit of just like trying to keep your eyes open because if you close them, you're gone. Even though it's dark.
Doing this thing where I'm keeping.
Yeah, it's like the alternating long blinks. And at one point, you see something, and you're kind of like trying to you think you're having like visual hallucinations and stuff just from like having your eyes kind of partially closed. But you see this like slight, dull red blinking. You start kind of focusing on it. And you can see that Lamia's eyes kind of flutter open, and her eyes are glowing red again. And as they flutter open, you see the light out of them, briefly.
No, but
And then it fades. You can kind of see the lids closing, and the red glow subsides for the most part. Only perception, though.
Maybe it'll be your good roll tonight.
shut up. I did open up a
waiting for
page
it.
that was just a D20 that I could roll over and over again. And there were all like 6 and 7s with like a weird 12 every now and then. This one.
So this is flat. It's just not a low DC.
Yeah.
It's not super high, but it's not low.
Hey, it was a good roll.
Okay. So
If we were in a forest, it would have been better.
we're in a house. So
Made of wood.
not made of woods. Made of wood. So you're kind of watching that, and probably I imagine you go pretty still, might even be subconsciously holding your breath, like, oh shit, you know. And you kind of see this sort of this build up, like her muscles kind of tense, like she's taking a deep breath, and there's this pause, and she starts to relax as the eyes begin to close. But in that red light, briefly, you can see her mouth open as she's sighing. And you see these razor sharp canines in her mouth. And her mouth closes. And she kind of turns her head to the side. You can see she's kind of breathing out of her mouth a little bit. Just from like the stress and stuff, she's not going to naturally go right back into a super comfortable resting pose. But they're gone. But you know you saw them. Like, you're pretty damn convinced. Like, there was enough time that, like, you see sharp teeth and you sort of like refocus, like, am I actually seeing that? And yeah, you are. Their mouth closed and reopened and they're normal.
All right.
And then the next day comes, unless you do something.
Well, I don't have a normal way of doing faith things, but before I go to bed, I'm going to pray to Mr. Gaia to have her try to help watch over my friend.
Okay.
We really call her out on the look after my family, look after their livestock. So but please pay special attention to friend Lamia. I fear she's in deep need of help.
Okay. Roll me 1d100.
Okay.
Before you roll it, though, I want you to give me
Oh snap!
Don't you dare say
5 numbers.
Okay.
Not between 1 and 100, between 1 and 10.
1 and 10?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You said 5 numbers?
Mm-hmm. I know I can condense that, but I already had an idea, so we're going with that.
I know. Can I ask, do I want them to be these numbers or not?
You do, yes. You do want them to be these numbers.
Okay. 2, 3, 5, 7, and 9.
2, 3, 5, 7, 9. Okay, roll 1d100.
I just want you to know, Panda, that I wrote down what numbers I thought you would guess, and I got 4 out of 5 correct.
I mean, it's like you had a 50-50 chance.
Okay.
No, I had much less of a chance of getting 4 out of 5.
Oh, yeah.
And then roll me 1d10.
Okay. 2.
Okay. Say your prayer. You probably feel a little bit better now that nothing crazy happened, and you know that's the most you can do right now. So,
yeah.
and you know it's not nothing, right? Gaia has legitimately granted you some power.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, it can't hurt. You know, like,
certainly can't.
I mean, maybe it could. Maybe it could hurt. I don't know. Oh yes, that's the hunter, my biggest rival. I will smite her down. Like, wait, no.
Right?
Hang on.
That's the best way to help her.
Yeah. She can't be suffering if she's dead.
I need to make a note.
Okay.
Because nothing else happens tonight with that.
Yep.
But I have to make sure. Okay.
Well, I do like the number 6. It is not my one of my numbers of choice.
Just so you know, quick math is you have about a 0.01% chance of guessing 5 out of 10 numbers correctly if somebody was to just pick 5 random numbers out of 10.
Oh.
That's a lot. That's not a lot at all.
No, yeah. It is not random because I just know your numbers. I had guessed 2, 3, 5, 7, and 8. So the 9 was the only one I was off.
Yeah.
All right. So you guys get a good night's sleep. Lamia, you actually feel mostly rested. It's not the best sleep you've ever had, but you don't feel awful, and that's a change.
That is a change. Is my constitution my constitution modifier gone now?
I need you to make a charisma check. Not a saving throw of any kind, a charisma check.
All right.
Excuse me.
Any modifiers?
Flat.
Okay.
Total of 13. No, yes, you have lost that bonus to Constitution.
Okay. Just needed to know.
You actually you kind of feel it when you wake up. You don't feel great or anything. Like, you kind of had this extra oomph whenever you sleep outside, and it's just gone. You don't feel depressed or like lethargic. You're just like, that extra pop is gone now. So you guys get up in the morning. You'll quickly find out that yes, breakfast is being served fairly early. And like you said, they're not making a whole to-do about it or anything, but you do hear lots of stuff going on in there. If any of you guys actually go through, I'm assuming you do.
Well, yeah, two random things. Or one's not random, one is random. Just when in the morning, if Rahala turns on a light immediately, I'm going to pull a blanket over my head because my whole morning routine is that it needs to be dark. Secondly, I'm definitely gonna go through to grab breakfast because I want to take Vibrong some breakfast.
Okay. So yeah, I'm assuming you guys all at some point head out to go through the dining hall and get some breakfast.
Yep.
Which you will find. You'll find assorted, tasty breakfast, many pastries and some tasty sausage, and obviously some egg dishes and the like. A lot of gravy,
Eggs.
some biscuits.
Biscuits.
It's not all German. Some of it's just country as fuck, you know. But it really is mostly just they're serving just a lot of different aspects of country breakfast, home fries and that kind of stuff. So, yeah, you guys go through there. You notice there are more people milling about for this now. You don't really see much of the family in there. You do see, excuse me. God damn it. I'm gonna drink water again. Keep forgetting that's over here.
While they're drinking water, do we see the three people from last night?
Jesus. You see Jesus? You see...
Oh, Jesus? Okay. Hi, Jesus. How
He's
are you?
hungover.
Accidentally turned that water into wine, did you? Anyways,
Turn the water
Accidentally.
Accidentally.
yeah.
Turned all the water in my body into wine because I'm
Oh my God,
and it won't hurt me.
that is alcohol.
That would be a miraculous thing.
That is beyond
Very-
alcohol poisoning.
Did I survive this? Yep. Oh, bad idea.
This was a huge mistake.
I am too drunk to reverse this effect.
Oh no, yeah, that's also probably true. God, that not to reference Futurama twice the same thing, but that reminds me when Bender replicates himself and turns all the water on Earth into alcohol, so everybody's just hungover.
Drunk ass dead fish.
Yeah.
But no, you see Nomula in there. Nomula is in there. She seems to be mostly kind of directing traffic. And you do see Clover in there. And you can tell he is probably getting food for his compatriots. And saying hi and greeting some other people. You can tell some of these other people are probably the other ones you're going to be facing. There's a lot of them, so I'm not going to get into lots of descriptions right now. But they do run the gamut. You count in that room probably 3 other teams, of 3 at least, and there's some other stragglers that might be their guests or something else. And then you know that obviously you know that Clover is a part of another team, so there's at least 4 other teams total.
I will go greet Clover for the morning. She'll be like, good morning, hope you slept well. How are your mates? That kind of just chit-chatty.
Yeah. He's obviously... He's one of those people who is obviously a morning person. Like, he was cheerful and sunny when you talked to him before.
Yeah.
Double it.
Okay. I am also a tearful morning person because if I want to roleplay something, it is the fact that I can get up in the morning and be a functional human being.
Yeah,
Even though
he's
Sam
just-
is, but like
he's just greeting everyone and it's like getting stuff and chit chatting with everybody. He like shakes your hand and he's like, "Oh, it's great. Yeah, I love this. This breakfast is fantastic. I don't get to eat like this ever. I've already had 7 pancakes and a lot of syrup." And it's just going.
I can tell, like, that this is like a spread. Like, that a lot of these people here, we haven't eaten this good. I definitely haven't. This is great.
Yeah, you see some of the more obviously useless of the group are, of the like gaggle of them. You see like one like very tired looking Vishkanya woman is like she's doing the she's doing the John Travolta like what the fuck's happening around here meme. Like try to figure out what goes where. She like puts a biscuit down and is like looking at other people like pour gravy on theirs and is like, okay, I guess I'll do that. And is like holding the thing of syrup and like starts pouring some in a cup and then notices some looks of like, oh shit, and then like, maybe not. Like, this is apparently not a beverage. Like, you just know some of them are just kind of like, do I just throw it all together and
Speaking of throwing it all together, that is exactly what I'm doing for Brong. I'm getting a big ass bowl. I'm filling it with biscuits, putting gravy, home fries, all that. I'm just making
that
like basically a breakfast
Jimmy's
bowl.
egg breakfast debris thing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing for him. So I'm gonna take that out to him.
in response to her pouring syrup and a thing, oh, it's good. And I take the syrup and I pour it in coffee, which is what I do at IHOP.
It is what you do. That is for sure. Or at any breakfast
It's
joint,
basically
whether that
sugar.
be,
Okay.
whether
It
that
is.
be Denny's, IHOP, or whatever.
Yeah.
So yeah, seeing you do that, she's like, oh. And then starts doing the same thing. Kind of gives you the
starting
like,
a trend
cheers
out here, Sam.
with the
Starting a
coffee,
trend.
syrup coffee. And then you see a couple people who definitely know what they're doing are like, "It's a good idea. Okay, I might."
Terribly unhealthy for
Hadn't
you,
thought
but
about
still.
that
Like,
before.
Yeah.
And then of course there's some who are just like already on their 3rd cup of coffee. Like, I don't have fucking time for syrup. Are you kidding me? It's early. It's fucking early. No.
caffeine and sugar, that'll wake you up.
No, I get the sugar from the pancakes. I got to get the coffee right now. But no. So you guys cycle through that. You make big ass bowl of stuff for Brong. Rush that out to him. And yeah, you find that he's not awake. You mostly can tell because you go in there, he doesn't like immediately move. Not a lot. I will describe. You go into the barn. He's the only one there. Obviously standing, still kind of he's against a different wall. It's not like he hasn't moved at all. He's against a different wall. But his head does turn towards you. He just doesn't do anything else. Like, he's still breathing very steady. And his eyes are still open. It looks like he's looking dead at you. And you can kind of...
That'll be a pleasant surprise for Lamia.
I do the like hand wave thing, like in front, like, can you see me?
You
Kind
see
of
the
thing.
brows kind of lift a little. He's like,
Yeah.
what?
Breakfast.
No, oh, right. Yes. It's bright. Door. Points at the barn door. Door.
Lamia will close it.
Shuffle over, grab the bowl of breakfast, and smells it. Smells good. Thank you.
Mostly biscuits, potatoes, and gravy. Yeah, it's mostly
just-
biscuits, potato, and gravy. Sorry.
Shots it back and hands you the bowl.
Do you need any more?
Oh, I'm glad that it was still hot by the time I got out of here. I was worried it was going to be cold.
A little damp, but that's okay. Goes back over to the wall. No, it's still bright. I'm going back to sleep.
All right, cheers. I just like
Breathing starts to steady again.
I bugged her off.
Who's the last to leave?
I'm probably the
Were
first.
all
to
three of
leave,
you there,
so,
or
yeah.
was it just you and Lamia?
I don't know. Lamia said she was there, so I don't know why I wouldn't be. But
Okay. Whoever's the last
if
to
we're
leave,
doing
he's
a
like-
group trip,
he goes, wait, do I need to do anything?
Don't think so.
no. Yeah, no.
I just stay here.
If you want,
What else would I do?
Well, it's a big city out there. You could explore, see if there's anything that interests you.
Yeah, I guess. Could eat more. I have money now.
if you get bored, you could, I don't know, like, you can take care of the animals if you want. You can, I don't know, practice.
I'm gonna sleep for now then. Till it's less bright. Leans against the wall.
Sounds like a good idea.
Kind of groans a little. Okay. You guys leave him be. Let's see. I believe you had agreed to meet Han in the morning for breakfast also.
I can eat two
Exactly.
breakfasts.
We don't have to necessarily eat, right? But the gathering. You might just drink juice or something, right? But and Rahala is immediately
I do believe that was the plan.
gonna start trying to research. Okay, so you guys go, or no, he was gonna come to you. So yeah, as you guys are milling about in the morning a little bit. You come out of there with Rabrong, and eventually, when you get back to the house, you find that Han is there waiting for you.
Cool.
Oh, you're here. Are you free in the morning, or did you have stuff?
Well, we should be. We just got to be back here by lunch.
Oh, easily done. Okay. I prefer walking, honestly. I hope that's okay with you all, unless you'd rather ride.
Oh, walk's fine. Probably need to get out and stretch my legs. We spent a long time cooped up in that carriage.
Yeah, of course, it's not too far. Right this way. I know a great place. Did you already eat, or were you waiting? He's like walking backwards.
I had
I
a
ate
bit.
a- Oh,
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead. No.
I did eat a little, but I can always eat some more.
Right.
You
That's what
don't
I
have to overstuff yourself. There are places that specialize in things to drink, or very tiny things, or like pastries or the like. It's fine. I'll find a spot. Just follow me. So you guys walking with him.
Oh, Lamia. I want to try and do a deception to Lamia. You got a little something in your teeth. Picked up. I'm trying to get her to show me her teeth.
Well, in this case, Lamia wouldn't really think anything of it and just do the finger thing and no, I don't
teeth
feel
look normal?
anything.
They look normal.
Okay. Yeah, you got it.
So, hopefully the Markham Manor's treating you all well.
So
They're
far,
very
so good.
pleasant.
Excellent. Okay. Well, I thought, if it wasn't all the way across town, I would take you to go see Visag, but that can wait. But he does want to see you at some point, Lamia. He's going to be pretty disappointed if you're in the city and you don't visit him.
Oh no, I definitely intended to. It's just, get the job affair straightened out.
Of course. No, other than just kind of giving you a chance to stretch your legs and get out of the work environment for a little bit, I didn't have anything particular. But I would love to be of assistance if there's anything you guys needed from a traveled historian such as myself. Any stories you wanted to hear, or other stuff specifically about details of the Spirit's Path, or past adventures, or future jobs?
I mean, stories about the Spirit's Path are always welcome. Do you know anything about a bloke called... I'm blanking on the name already.
No
We just talked about it.
Is
Yes,
that what
thank
you're
you.
talking about?
Naloxifix.
I will give him a roll. He does have knowledge religion. Why is my stomach doing that? I ate.
Did you?
I thought I did. Maybe I didn't. Yeah, I did. I did eat. Anyway,
So there's pizza in the kitchen. I didn't look if you ate any of it, but it's in there.
We'll check. So Shorts has 1% of its coat. It's
I did
coming
that
back.
a night.
So
He's practically overgrown now. No,
20 plus. That's his check. Not fantastic. I rolled pretty bad.
Still decently high though.
Oh shit! Actually, what is this? Is this
Oh, was it?
slightly wrong bonus? I was one off.
Oh, that means a reroll.
It does, and also he's going to use one of these because he can do that. Watch him roll fucking way lower. Only slightly lower, so it ended up being the same. Plus a 3, so a total of 20. Okay, perfect. So I realize we haven't gone to this other screen over here like at all this session. That's fine. Anyway, back to
The map. But
the map screen. Haven't needed to. So with a total of 20, he says, Alexifix, that's not a name I hear very often. Why?
We ran into some information about him on a previous job, and I was curious.
Kind of information.
A statue and a painting.
Those aren't information, those are objects.
Right, but you gain information from objects. That's what they do. Everything is information.
Have you heard of the
Interesting take
Matrix?
on that. How did you know it was a statue of Noluxifix?
the
It
voice
told
is-
us. Yeah, it told him.
He stops walking. It what?
See? Information. Yeah.
Yeah.
A statue of an evil, dead nascent spoke to you and told you its name.
I don't know if the statue told him. You were just somebody told you. I'm
Yeah.
not sure it was the statue.
It was kind of. They just kept saying stuff the whole time we were in this. While we were spelunking. Cave diving, whatever you want to call it.
Boy.
Not It was interesting to say the least.
Right. Interesting is a word I would use.
There's
I
not
like to
so
believe
much
it.
to know about them. Obviously, this was their stomping grounds here in Tsetsegia, and I've seen some stuff about. I mean, there were all these different kinds of cults to nascents and stuff to build up their power, and some became world religions, and their nascents became gods, and others weren't so lucky. So I've seen some research about a cult to Noluxifix that existed somewhere in central Tsetsegia, I believe, many, many years ago, during the Starken Night, of course. I get the very strong impression from my findings that they weren't fun people to be around. And you don't... I don't even know how a statue of him would be intact. Like, that kind of stuff was eradicated. It's not the sort of history that...
Very far underground. We had to fall quite a way to get there.
Lamia's been just staring out into the distance, definitely not looking anywhere at Han.
In fact, we fell through a thing to get there, didn't we?
Roll me a bluff check, Lamia.
Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do charisma.
This is the
I
same.
do not have bluff. Yep.
Okay.
Well, because I don't have any training in bluff.
You don't need training in bluff to bluff.
Yeah.
I'm
But it's the same
saying
score
it's
as her
the
charisma
same-
check.
Oh,
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
But hey, look at that
I'm
nat 20.
apparently doing a great
I
job
have
today.
to roll against that for sure.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine.
It's the opposite of a snail.
Yeah, it is the opposite.
It is the
What is
opposite
the
of a snail.
snail?
F16.
That's a great
Like-
question.
F16.
Right.
Like, what the
I wanna
hell was
see
that?
what the
I guess that would be
internet
a
says.
dragon in this
A
world.
wyvern
No,
or something?
I want to see what
God.
the internet says the opposite of a snail is, and I'm very curious.
What is the opposite of a
Asian.
snail? An Asian. What the fuck? I don't know.
That'd be our first shirt, the opposite of a snail, and it has a
Yeah.
D20 on it.
A speedster or a rusher or a go-getter is what the thesaurus.com.
The internet's
fucking
fucking stupid.
Thesaurus does. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Ellie
so
says it's a falcon.
No?
it's gotta be that. Oh, he did not roll good. He does not notice. He's too distracted by the knowledge bomb that just got dropped on him.
That's perfectly fine.
He goes, no, that... Okay, underground and you find a statue of looks fixed and it talked to you. What else did it say?
Oh, sorry.
Fancy
I'm on antonym.com
A
still, and I was looking down the list. One of the antonyms is peanut butter.
Harley wrote that. But also we're over, so we really gotta push forward.
Oh, yeah, we need to stop this conversation.
Okay.
Yeah.
Man, I don't remember what they said or what it all told me. I was speaking, and I just like start saying things in the druidic stuff I know. That's where I learned that, right? Was the
Yeah, he just goes, I don't know what. I have no idea what you just said.
yeah, me neither. I mean, I kind of do, but
So, so you don't... That doesn't bode well? I don't know if that's coming across clearly, but you
No, yeah.
encountered a statue, a living statue of an old, dead, basically god that told you its name, and you don't remember anything else it said except that weird language you spoke that I don't think sounds like a language I've ever heard.
you know,
Am I missing anything?
Mr. Guy helped me out during that time.
Like, personally? Who are you?
No,
That's
no,
cool.
of course not. No, see, we were fighting this really bad dude, and I just give him a brief thing about the squirrel, and they sell a messenger.
Okay, so when I was thinking your last job, I thought, you know, you like found someone's lost urn or like a sword or something, or
That sword just happened to be in possession of somebody that was nearby to the statue of the evil dead goddess.
Goodness, that is absolutely insane. I really want to hear the rest of this story. Goodness.
You probably don't.
Hey, look, as long as you didn't make any deals with it or like accept any favors, I guess it's fine. Thank goodness no one did that. And we're gonna go ahead and end the session there.
Yes, that's a great time to end the session.
No one did that.
No,
Laugh, it's funny.
that's a good place to end the session. Yes.
Thank you for joining
Oh,
us again,
gosh.
everybody.
Yes.
Yeah, we could pick back up on that conversation if you do want to try to get more out of it, but we're gonna stop
Excellent.
there for now.
I just want to remind everybody, and I'm going to drop a link in the chat, that we do have a Discord that you can join and give us your stars and wishes of the session, like what you thought was great, what you want to see more of, all that good stuff. You can also interact with us about other things. I'm also going to post a picture of the antonyms of snails. So yeah,
Oh my
come
gosh.
for that.
A
We also
picture?
have social media. Yeah, I took a screen.
Snippet, yeah.
A screen grab. Anyways, we have Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good stuff. It's also going to be there.
YouTube.
Yep.
Yeah.
We definitely have
If you know
YouTube.
anybody,
All the replays are on YouTube. So
Yeah, if you know anybody.
got 7 followers to go. 50.
yeah, we're gonna get there
We're getting
fast.
there.
And
Stuff's planned.
I'm gonna
so,
start
yeah.
hitting up, cousins that I hadn't talked to in a couple of years.
also,
Yeah.
speaking of that, let us know
Yeah.
in the Discord, which I just dropped the link to, about what you guys want to see out of our extra streams, because we have to stream a couple more times a month to hit affiliate. So we're
We'll
going
have
to do that.
3 extra ones.
Yeah, we can play some more games like we've done previously. We can do more TTRPG Builder. We can have sit and talks. We can. I've got
Run
a bunch
extra
of stuff
sessions.
to paint. Yeah, we can run. We can run one-offs. We can run one-shots. We can do whatever. Just let us know what
Yeah.
you want to sit.
Yeah,
like,
we
see
know
more
you
of.
can't follow twice, but thank you
Yeah.
anyway.
I appreciate the sentiment, Zai.
Which next week we're doing
It's our break week, isn't it?
RPG or
Mhm.
Yeah, we're going to be
Okay.
doing our
Yeah.
shard stuff.
That's
We
the
can
other
also
stuff.
talk a little bit more about what more to see in the future next week as well.
I can see the future. No,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, are Crispy and I don't think so. I don't even know if I don't think Crispy has a Twitch account.
no.
I
Let's
don't know about Megan, but
Crispy, what's your email? No
we have
reason.
to, what the bug right? Get her to make one for him. No, but yeah. Next week is our break week. Technically, for this, unfortunately, I would like to continue, but making a TTRPG is also important. So, that'll be next week. We're going to continue our journey to making our own tabletop RPG, which is still pretty fun. It's not D&D, right? But or Pathfinder, but it's its own thing.
Yeah.
Or Dargans and Dargans.
But yeah, we're gonna go to the away screen now, or the exit
Away
screen.
screen.
And time to raid
Whoa.
somebody.
The exit screen.
Raid.
Raid no Shadow Legends, because they won't sponsor us. Not yet. Not till we at
Not
least hit
yet.
affiliates. And then when we do,
I'm
they'll probably
sure
be like,
will
"Hey,
come
let us sponsor you." There's at least 50 more people we can get to sign up for Raid Shadow Legends.
Bro, I will download Raid Shadow Legends right now if you sponsor us.
Hey, $20 done.
Done.
Uh,
You got to
So
in with
Blue's
Shasta
on-
Cola, by the way. Like,
Right.
you have an in with Shasta Cola. Hit us up.
Blue's the only channel that Unnatural Ones follows that's on when we're ending our stream. That's always the
I
only
have-
one I
That's
see.
who-
Yeah, I was gonna say I have another one. So.
No, that
Our buddy,
Unnatural One follows.
No, I was saying
Oh,
I was telling
okay.
you that I have another one we could look at, but
Yeah.
I think Blue's the best bet right now for people
Oh.
because everybody else I have is
Big.
not big, but at least bigger than Blue.
Okay, yeah, she's got 37.
Our VIP or VIP, a average bear, who I did not see during the stream, so I may not do this. His friend Austin is streaming Overwatch.
Oh yeah,
How many has he
Yeah.
got?
Think
And
two.
what's his thing?
Two.
Two.
What's his thing?
ANOSTU_OW. I can
Oh!
type it out for you if you need me to.
That's right. I forgot. I followed them on my other on my
Good
personal
night,
account.
Ellie.
Night, everybody. We're starting the raid. It begins. It's counting down.
It's a
Yep.
3, 2, 1, and a hey.
Okay, bye.
Bye.
Bye.